Good morning, gamers. Welcome, everybody. Welcome. At least I'd like to say it's been a good morning. It's not. I've had some. First of all, there's been some audio issues. For one, we started the stream off muted. Haven't done that in a little while, but there's a bigger issue at play here that I immediately want to cover.
Cool.
She final on my gamer till I have a plan Super 15 so.
Thank you, Jules, for that baffling subscription message. So yeah, I'm sitting here. I'm waiting for the stream to start, and I am seeing all kinds of I'm gonna say defamatory stuff in the chat. Air to Twitch opening up the stream immediately with surely John won't be bullied by a girl this stream. Yeah, more TRM246, more like Princess Simper. Yeah, and it just goes on like that. It just and I am quite frankly appalled at this community and the level of abuse I am frequently subject to. So let me tell you, if you're coming here hoping for any kind of princess simping, fucking bad news, buddy. And that ain't happening. Yeah. This one is from My Crow Has Fallen Down. My grandma died recently, and I'd like to thank you, videos and commentary, for helping me through a hard time. Excited for the stream. Crow, buddy, welcome. Hope things get better soon. Sorry to hear about your granny. Johnny hates princesses, guys. Remember that. It's true. I'm the princess eradicator. I don't remember my old Slay the Princess streams because it's been like has it been a year since those streams?
That's right, boys. Mondo Cool.
Rendale TV. Thank you for the subscription.
It's something time.
Good for fuck's sake. Okay, no, I'm not gonna get angry. Okay, that's what she would want. Slay the super eye patch wolf ending, of course. Don't bully me. Oh, please don't. Said every bottom ever. Look, Rally on the Moon. I don't like your tone, okay? Are you watching Daima? I am not watching Daima because I am watching Dragon Ball Super. I watched 2 episodes of Daima and I was like, I should just go back and watch Super, shouldn't I? And so, as of yesterday, chat, I have finally completed the Goku Black arc. If I recall, the last time you got faced with a muscle mommy princess, you folded like a folding chair. Okay, look, fucking, I'm ignoring that. I'm ignoring. Shut up, Daiquiri Jack. It's not often I tell people in chat to shut up, but shut the fuck up, dude. Okay. Yeah. So I was watching Dragon Ball Super, and here's what it is. Dragon Ball Super is like the most milquetoast, mediocre Dragon Ball possible. But it turns out I still like milquetoast, mediocre Dragon Ball. I'm having a good time with it. I like being back in there. I like Vegeta doing his thing. I like watching the Goker. I like I just had a good it's not a great arc by any stretch. But it was like just enough. It's still fun to watch. Forgotten Death Dreams. It is like I put it on and I know exactly what it's gonna be, and there's gonna be no major surprises. But Vegeta has made me laugh like 3 times during that arc. He's genuinely very funny, and him and Goku are good together. I love it when Goku is begging Beerus to train with him, and Beerus is like, "Go train with Vegeta," and Goku's just like, "Oh, jeez." It's genuinely like pretty entertaining. And as for Beerus and Whis, are those two not just a delight in any context? I really like Zamasu. If they were going to do an evil Goku, I liked their approach. I like Zamasu as well. I think Zamasu's voice actor in the dub really brought a lot to it. I also think the music in Super is really good. And like there's a bunch of shit that I could kind of pick apart with it. Like I think power levels and forms make no fucking sense in Super. And that's coming from someone who like doesn't like power scaling and all that shit. I just don't give a shit. But it's like you have like Trunks doing Super Saiyan 2 and it's somehow about as strong as God Super Saiyan, and it kind of just does destroy the integrity of those fights for me. But whatever, I still had a really good time with it. I think I am okay, chat. I think I really like shonen anime, and I know that's going to be a shock to everyone. But I think so. Since rewatching season 1 of Hajime no Ippo, which is like 70 episodes, I would watch Hajime no Ippo every day, and I'd sit there, and it would just be my like fucking little anime thing, and I'd watch it with breakfast with a cup of coffee, and every day I'd watch Ippo, and then sometimes in the evening as well. And I was like, oh, I love Ippo so much. And then I ran out of season 1 Ippo, and I'm gonna watch the next season at some point. But I was like, you know what? I'm playing this Dragon Ball Sparking Z, which I'm also really enjoying. Why don't I just give Goku Black a shot? And so I stuck on Dragon Ball Super. And after like an episode or two of getting started, I was like, oh, I'm just having a really good time watching this every day. Every morning, I wake up at 7 a.m. and then I get my breakfast ready. I eat my oats, my banana, and my Greek yogurt. That's what I have to eat every day, because otherwise my 38-year-old body gives out to all the martial arts training I do. And I have that, and I drink my coffee, and I watch my episode of screaming boys punching each other, and occasionally screaming girls if it's like a really good episode. And I've just been having a great time with that, guys. It's just...
That's right, boys. Mondo.
Hibernian Scholar, thank you for the 16-month subscription. That's some dedication right there, my friends. And it's just like this little 20-minute slice at the start of the day where I just get to watch some shonen anime, and it has kind of reawakened my love of shonen anime. I know that's kind of corny, but I'm so happy, guys. I just get this little 20-minute little chunk right at the start, and it's so nice. It's so nice. And so I've started watching the new One Piece now, because I actively need to feel... I want to take a little break before I start into the multiverse battle shit in Dragon Ball Super. So now I'm watching the new One Piece. And look, I don't want to give too hot a take here, but I think One Piece is pretty good. It's a good show. I like it. I think that Oda, that little lad, he's onto something with this one. Okay, it's good. It's good. But yeah, so that's kind of my life right now. I watch a shonen every morning, and aside from hanging out with Michelle, it's like the highlight of my day. And then I come on here, and everyone makes fun of me, even though I do nothing but try and entertain with high-level gameplay. I wish I liked it, but I just hate the art style, and the sheer amount overwhelms me. Oh no, dude, One Piece is beautiful. One Piece is such a good-looking show. Like, I love it. New One Piece, you mean Egghead Island? I do, yep. Super hot take, Wolf. I mean, that's what I've always been, right? Which you also enjoy. No! Hope you've been chilling after your Riverdale video. So, okay, I got to take a weekend for the first time in a long time over the weekend, and that was like really, right, really nice.
Mondo cool.
Pinglebon1, thank you for the 15-month subscription. So basically, I finished up the Riverdale video, and so like genuinely, the Riverdale video finished up maybe 2 hours before I posted it. I was just going all fucking day that day. There was like tiny little bits I need to finish at the end, and it was a nightmare. But the problem is, like, you guys know, I keep pretty busy. We got a lot of different... What is Super Eye Patch Wolf now encompasses, like, a lot of different stuff. So we have, of course, we have the streams, we have Eye Patch Wolves the merch, we have 2 secret projects that I cannot talk to you about and will not be able to talk to you about for, let's say, 6 months and a year-ish. Then we also, got to get going on the next big video, and then we are also just planning like a bunch of like regular Eye Patch Wolf stream stuff, everything. And so the option to just kind of stop in the middle of the week isn't really there. So I did unfortunately have to do completing the video, uploading it, to waking up the next morning and getting like straight back to work. And I just hadn't had a couple of days off in a long time. But I got to take the full weekend off, and it was fucking heavenly, guys. It was so good. I watched one of my favorite movies of all time that I had never seen before. I watched 1994's The Crow, and I am so glad I didn't see that movie when I was 14, because that would have complicated things dramatically. That would have made my quiet Irish upbringing infinitely more difficult for me personally. It was one of my, like, I'm not joking here, like, I'm not being like ironic. 1994's The Crow is one of the best things I've ever seen. It is so fucking John Core. It's so good. It's so good. I can't wait to watch it again. The Crow, you've seen, what The Crow looks like. He's he's the dude with the face paint and the black makeup. And there's a bit where someone asks him, "What are you meant to be, some kind of clown?" And he just goes, "Sometimes." It's just so good. It's so good. The stunt lady, it's incredible, staple of my early adolescence. So I fear that if I had watched The Crow during my early adolescence, it would have overwrit my teenage years. I would have become something else. And thank God I'm 38 and can handle what that movie brought. It was unfucking believable. I loved every second. There was not a single bit of fat on that entire movie. The bad guy's name is Top Dollar, and I don't know how else to describe him except he is like if Dracula was a cowboy, and he's incredible. Is Sting your favorite wrestler? No, he's not. He would be now. Next video is John with black paint. Look, no. But I'm planning something. We are not in the Goth John timeline because of that. Demi-Ogre, see, here's the thing. I feel like I have always been teetering on Goth, There's been points during my life I've come very close to it, but nothing has ever pushed me over. That movie would have done it. That movie would have created a different Goth John timeline. Cowtongue Harry, thank you for the gift subs, my friend. Appreciate it. If you've never seen The Crow, and if you find yourself agreeing with a lot of my takes, I cannot recommend it enough. It was a thing of utter beauty. I also watched Inside Out 2, shit movie. I also watched Look Back, which is very good. The order I would rank those movies is The Crow, Look Back, Inside Out 2. Poor Brandon Lee, man. I know, it sucks. Instead, we get Clown Girl John timeline with a little bit of the furry gamer bleeding in. Don't make the furry gamer a thing. First of all, it's disrespectful to actual furries, and I won't have that. It's okay. We all know that Spike from Buffy influenced young John. Listen, Azarian, what happens on the Discord stays on the Discord, okay? Clown bit is accurate though. Look, John has a diet furry. Dolly the Great. Come on. It's okay, John. We furries love you. You sure do. And you also buy a lot of merch, which means I appreciate you, buddy. Mumble Playthings. Hey, John, I noticed that in your newest Riverdale video... Hey John, I noticed in your newest Riverdale video that you called Riverdale a gargantuan 7-episode behemoth averaging 20 episodes instead of gargantuan 7-season behemoth averaging 20 episodes. Just thought you'd like to know that now that the video is finished. Oh, I'm not going to explain that. You either know what Mumbly's doing or Mumby's doing there, or you don't. I started watching Riverdale because of you. Ruined my life. I'm so sorry. Furries are supporters of the arts. Money spent on small artists and YouTubers is well spent. I think there is like a certain strain of like artist alley attendant whose life is dependent on like generous furry commissions. So that I think that's pretty fucking cool. I've read the wall of text from Yakire. So okay, yeah. So yeah, that was kind of my weekend. Now I'm back here. Lot of things I'm looking forward to. The final Eye Patch Wolves the final Eye Patch Wolves piece of new Eye Patch Wolves merch is sent out to order today. So I'm hopefully by the end of the year we should have like a whole new run of merch out, and I'm so fucking excited about that. And I've also written the like next 2 runs, and I'm really excited for how we're headed there. It should be fun. That's kind of what I was doing all day today and thinking about. Is this called Smokehouse, or are we calling it the Doghouse after the Makima tattoo? That. Wow. That one. Wow. Hi John, there's been a new manga on Manga Plus called The Urban Legend Files, and something tells me you would like the main character's design. Let's look this up real quick. Oh, she's cute. Yeah. The dog. The wrestling gear concept art for Kim is intriguing. Digitalized visuals. Speaking of Eye Patch Wolves, are you at all interested in Eye Patch Wolves board game? I'm a published designer and it sounds like a fun idea to me. Digitalized visual, I have actually gotten your emails about the board game, and what I'd say is it does sound really fun, and like it does look really interesting, and like, you know, if you want to send me on any concept stuff, go for it. The only reason I think I'm probably not going to pursue it right now is because, so basically, Eye Patch Wolves over the last 2 years, it's been like a 2-year journey from building Eye Patch Wolves up to nothing to something that now kind of people give a shit about, and we're making like, you know, Eye Patch Wolves is doing well. It's, you know, I know it's doing well because a lot of people here, and there's a lot happening with Eye Patch Wolves, some of which I can talk about and some of which I can't. But basically, my plate is kind of full in terms of like the shit I can give my attention to, and I literally just do not have the bandwidth for another project. That is not to say that it couldn't be a cool idea in the future, but I think for now, an Eye Patch Wolves board game, as awesome as that sounds, is probably just not something that like I can give full attention to right now. But I super appreciate the thought. Like, it is fucking cool. But yeah, I appreciate you dropping by the stream. I fight on behalf of all timeless women. John, stop being modest. We all know that iPatchWolves was the first $1 trillion clothing company in history. Not quite $1 trillion, but it's been doing well. It's been doing well, and it's letting us, like, you know, we get to pay artists real good, and it's been fun. When do you drop the iPatchWolves BJJ merch line? iPatchWolf rash guards. I'm thinking about it. JRay264. I feel bad about the doghouse comments. I'm so going. Look, I don't blame any individual one of you for being mean and cruel. It's just the community you've all fostered together that's the problem. No individual one of you is the problem. It's all of you as a systemic issue that is a problem. That's how I see it. Okay. Other thing I want to talk about. I don't want to say that I predicted exactly what was going to happen with Mike Tyson versus Jake Paul a couple of months ago on stream. But do you guys think it's maybe fair to say I did exactly predict that was going to happen? Gay cosmic horror. It's true. I'm a systemic issue. You definitely nailed it. Yep. And I didn't nail it because I'm like especially insightful or anything. I nailed it because that was absolutely what was going to happen. I thought it was sad. I thought it was a bummer. I just wish that people weren't like, oh, Jake Paul did it. Or I also wish people weren't like, the fight was rigged. The fight wasn't rigged. It's not the scam. You can go to my new Blue Sky, iPatchWolf.bluesky social for a full thread in it. But can't wait to write iPatchWolf's fanfic. Plot twists, go for it, buddy. And send it on through when you do.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
Jellyfish Queen, thank you for the subscription. I appreciate it. I'm surprised how many people were surprised a disabled old man couldn't fight. I know, but I just don't think the average person understands a whole lot about fighting. And I will say, especially like the average dude, I think a lot of dudes grow up believing they know more about fighting than they do, and it ends up leading to a lot of really weird takes. But yeah, like, yeah. You know what? I don't even really want to talk about it. It's just kind of a bummer. What say we slay some princesses? So let's see. So I am going to be using a guide because there's new routes and I don't know. I don't know like how to. There's like specific routes you have to take to see the new DLC stuff. Let me kill all of this. Sim. Let me see if I can do something here. Okay. Okay. Something ain't right here. Why is that happening? Okay, I think we're good. Oh, I think this is like started us right at the ends. Something quite strange is going on. I can see what is happening here. I think we might be locked up. A little bit of technical difficulties here, chat. Give me a minute. I think we had some issue with Slay the Princess before where I couldn't do it windowed. Okay, let's try that again. Okay, we should be good. Chapter 1, The Hero and the Princess. Okay.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
I know. Okay. And... okay, now we should be good to go. Sorry about that, chat. So the first one we're going to be going through is there's apparently new routes for the Damsel. So we're going to start there, and we're going to see how we go forward. For new players...
You're here to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world.
So for anyone who isn't familiar here,
That's the spirit.
So basically, we wake
you make
up...
your way up the short path to the cabin. A warning, before you go any further. She will lie, she will cheat, and she will do everything in her power to stop you from slaying her. Don't believe a word she says.
Your Streamlabs link is broken on YouTube. Oh shit. Huh.
We're not going to go through with this, right? She's a princess. We're supposed to save princesses, not slay them. Ignore him. He doesn't know what he's talking about. The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The blade.
So we've kind of been through a lot of this already, so I'm not going to repeat too much. I mainly just want to kind of see the new content here. So, okay. So the first time, we have to do the Damsel route. So, we're not going to take the blade.
The door to the basement, her voice...
Hello? Is someone there?
Hypnotizing. It's the kind of voice you only have to hear once to remember it for the rest of your life. Don't let it fool you. It's all part of the manipulation. You're playing a dangerous game by coming here unarmed. How many times do I have to tell you how dangerous letting her out of here would...
Wait, really? You're here to rescue me? I was starting to think I'd be stuck down here for... Come downstairs. I want to see the face of my rescuer.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the farm. She's beautiful. How could someone like this be a threat to anyone? I am begging you to stay focused. There's a lot riding on you here.
So, if you're unfamiliar, this is basically the game where you have to decide or not whether you are going to slay this princess or not. And she's going to try and convince you to not do that. And, you know, I will say that during our first streams of this game, I was guilty of maybe, you know, kind of, how do I put it? I was guilty of succumbing to her wiles a little too often, I would say. That was a year ago. I think I've definitely evolved a lot as a person in that time. And so now, I am ready to murder her.
Hi. I can't believe you're here. I've been waiting for something like this to happen forever. I hope you brought something to deal with these chains.
Don't do it. If she gets out of those chains, we're all one step closer to the end.
So, okay. Gonna examine the
Only making
chains.
this more difficult.
I know what I'm doing. I know it seems like I know it seems like I'm doing what she wants. I'm actually not. Okay, chat. What do people always say? I've never said this personally, but a lot of people do say this about me. The final gamer always has a plan. I have a plan here.
Thank you. Thank you.
You're making a huge mistake. No, you're doing the right thing. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key?
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day. They wouldn't have just left the key to her chains somewhere in the cabin.
From Seal Mattel here, the true blind is the one that denies to see themselves. I could not agree more, Seal. I'm not quite sure how that applies to this specific circumstance, but yeah, no, that is extremely true. Check upstairs. Maybe the key's still lying around somewhere, and if not, maybe I can leave. And if there isn't a key, do you have any other ideas?
Maybe there's some way to break the chains? Or if that doesn't work, I guess we can always cut me out of them.
She offers the suggestion with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out if it meant we could finally be free. You attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stairs slams shut. Is someone else here?
Okay, return to the bottom of the stairs.
You make your way to the bottom of the stairs. This would have been so much easier. Easier for who? Easier for everyone. Look at the mess you're in.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they?
There's a slight panic rising in the princess's voice.
If I could just get out of these chains, I know we could force our way out of here together.
Jellyfish Queen, thank you for the subscription. 6 month or for the 2-month subscription. Appreciate it.
She barely hesitates.
Oh, I forgot that she does that.
Tearing through her limb with the determination of a trapped wolf.
Okay.
As she rips her flesh from her bone, a sound comes from behind you. The clang of bouncing metal. It's the blade from upstairs. You're not sure how it made its way down here, but if there's a time to strike, it's now. Or we could use it to free her. You won't like what happens if you do that.
Rendell TV, God forbid women do anything.
Fine.
Imagine Slay the Princess mod that changes nothing except for turning the princess into Macam Chainsaw Man. Fucking Jesus.
Against your better judgment...
Oh my god!
The blade against the ragged, self-inflicted wound on the princess's arm, just above the unyielding chain binding her to this place.
I don't remember that happening before. But I could be wrong. We did a lot of roots. That is fucking nasty. Again.
You cut into her flesh.
Them big old eyes. I know.
The blade is sharp.
Oh!
It takes little effort to crack through the bone of her arm.
It did. This did happen in the last one. Okay.
Her limb falls to the ground, and the heavy chains follow suit.
Oh, weird.
She didn't so much as utter a sound through the whole ordeal. No, she didn't. She smiles softly as her gaze meets yours, blood from her wounded arm dripping rhythmically to the ground. How is she still smiling after everything? It's like she isn't even bothered by what...
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Okay, princess. Chat, I know it looks like I'm not in control of this situation. I guarantee I am in full control, okay?
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. Watch me.
What are you doing?
Warn her.
Stop that.
Something's come over you.
This is what I have to do to get to the new
No, you don't have
DLC
to
route.
do this,
This
right?
does not count as me simping, okay?
Your body lunges forward, the blade held low, ready to sink into her heart. But the princess dodges, stumbling back against the wall before the blade has a... Stop it! Stop trying to resist me. I'm trying to get you... The blade! Move. As your body remains frozen in stubborn resistance, the princess takes a cautious step forward.
It's not simping!
We both know this isn't you.
She nervously reaches towards you and takes the blade from your infuriatingly rigid hands. What?
I'm sorry. I'll try to be quick.
She plunges it into your chest, tearing through flesh and sinew. It is agony. But you aren't dead yet.
Oh no! I'm so sorry.
Stay strong. We can tough it out until it's done. For her sake. For her sake? Don't whatever. She sinks the blade into...
I'm sorry.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
She doesn't know how to use a knife. Apparently not. Though it doesn't matter how sloppy her blade work is, does it? A stab wound is still a stab wound, and it won't be long before...
I'm so sorry.
With one
Oh,
last
man.
thrust of the knife, your legs give out beneath you. You collapse to the floor, your blood pooling around you, your limbs unresponsive. The princess stares down at your ruined chest as tears... It can't just end like this. Oh, that's rich coming from you. As much as I'd prefer for things to have gone differently, I can't... Everything goes dark.
Okay, I had to do that. Now we're on the correct route, and now
You're on a
now
path in the woods.
we can
And at the end of that path
look.
is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess. You're here to slay.
Okay. So explore. What do you want to do? Okay, I think we have to go back to the cabin for the next one.
A warning before you go any further.
Yep.
Forget he said any. But he is a villain. He made our beloved brutally take
So
our
every
life last time. Last time? I think he... I do. Sure,
Everyone
don't pay
in
their
chat,
bickering any
I
mind.
can't believe I didn't
Focus
notice
on
till
the
now, but
task
the
at
eye
hand.
patch wolves merge all have sample dialogue to flush out their scenes.
Skillful Ferret, thank you so much, buddy. Yeah, the Eye Patch Wolves merch, in the detail section, there is basically full-blown, like, little descriptions of what is happening in that scene and what the characters are saying. So every time you murder the princess or
The
fail to
interior
murder
of
the
cabin
princess,
is clean and elegant.
you get
Its
a
stone
new
walls
voice
draped in fine-threaded
in your head.
tapestries. A prison befitting a royal prisoner. The blade is your implement.
I think at this point it doesn't matter what we do. I think we just need to get to the Damsel 3. Okay, so I can just do whatever I want from this point. I'm gonna take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world. I suppose if we're to play the role of dashing knight, we need an equally dashing sword. That way she'll know we can defend her from her enemies. Hopefully it doesn't put her on. There's no use arguing over motivations right now. It's good that you took the blade. You'll...
Okay, let's enter the basement. I can't remember specifically which princess this is. It won't matter.
Hello? Is someone...
Her voice. It's somehow even more beautiful.
John's voice in his head
than
right now,
last
voice of the
time.
simp and voice of the
I
cope.
think
Brexit
we
music!
love-
You guys keep fucking pushing, okay? Keep pushing! See, I'll end this stream. I'll end it right goddamn now. I'm not gonna end it now, but I could!
Okay, I'm with you that we should be doing whatever we can to save her, but saying we're in love is a bit much, don't you think?
It's the damsel you said at the start. I know that we're on the damsel route. I don't remember which of the 40 princess the damsel specifically is.
We don't even know the princess. We can still do right by her without all this Yes, for everyone's sake, you're not in love. Just remember that her charms are all part of the manipulation. You walk down the stairs.
Oh,
and
the
eyes
damsel.
with the
This
princess.
one's
There's
real
a heavy
cute.
chain around
Yeah,
her
I
wrist,
remember this one.
binding her to the far wall. My love, we're here to rescue you from your unjust and foul imprisonment. You know she can't hear you, right? She may not be able to hear my words. Oh, your spirit's plenty loud, all right.
It's you, my dashing hero. I was so worried you wouldn't come back.
Like, what I will say is that this princess is, she is a lot nicer than the other princesses. Like, she's pretty cool to me, you know, and while I am absolutely going to murder her, it is a shame that I have to, you know? Like, you know, it's not, that, like, that's what I'm going to do, but I also think that of all the princesses I have to murder, it's just unfortunate that it has to be this one, okay? But anyway, let's proceed.
You hear that? She said we're dashing.
The folding gamer always has a crease. Magic picture box, come on. The smitten gamer, sure John, simp. I would just... Okay, where's Twitch? Where's Twitch's reporting tools? I don't need to take this level of abuse. Providing you people entertainment. Okay, this is unreasonable. This is not what these streams are about.
And she called us a hero. Flattery really goes a long way.
Yeah,
with the two of
she's
you,
gonna be
doesn't
dead.
it?
Okay, someone hit a timer. She is going to be dead in 60 seconds. Here we go.
Waiting for you to come back. You've been here before, haven't you? That's right, villain. And you killed us. Well, she killed us. Only because he made us try and kill her. It was self-defense. our beloved's hands remain. And you've died before.
I mean, we did want her to kill us in the last run. Like the character in the game wanted the princess to kill them.
Damned a whole world. But everything reset.
Waiting for the DLC where she asks if you're Super Eye Patch Wolf. Jesus Christ. Oh. Chat, there's a lot of emotional damage happening today. Okay, let's dial it back a little bit.
Nothing resets. You're just somewhere else. You can't keep
Simper
hopping
eye
between
patch,
worlds
come on.
forever. Especially not without leaving a trail of incomprehensible.
You can't kill her for the new route. I'll find a fucking way. Anyway, Explorer, you killed me last time. No, I just slay the princess. Boom! Hit the timer, and we're done. What the fucking...
Blade in hand, you run the princess down. Wait, no! You barbarian, what do you think you're doing? But you ignore the pleas of the foolish little voice and press on. The princess's eyes grow
Time's up.
wide
I made
with
it. I
terror
made
as
it.
you
60
approach.
seconds, she's dead.
She does absolutely nothing to stop you. Your blade
Boom!
heart
Fucking get it! Yes!
to the ground.
I'm sorry. Did I do something wrong?
No, my chat was just being really mean to me, and this is my way of proving that I am not a simp. I'm
No, my love, you did nothing wrong. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
That's a different voice. That was not. Okay, I know for a second me and the Smitten basically said the same thing, and that's not fair. That's not what happens. I'm
going to die now. I think that's what you want.
Oh.
And just like that, she's dead. And the world is saved. Thank you for seeing this through. I know it must have been difficult. Oh, I feel sick. Sick? You took part in the murder of the fairest creature that's ever... You'll get over it. Get over it. You raise the blade, aiming the point directly.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, let's not make any rash decisions. We should give ourselves a minute, take a deep breath, and...
Okay, so now there's people in the chat actually mad I killed a princess. I swear to fucking God, I genuinely have like the worst audience on Twitch. Like, I love you guys, but I hate you guys so much. I really do. I mean, I'm trying my best here. I'm trying to provide some high-level gamer moments, and this is the thanks I get.
Rash. The only rash decision we've made was running our cursed blade through her heart. This is far from rash. This is measured. This is the only thing left for us to do now that she's gone.
I'm the one who makes decisions here, and I say no if that's what you want to do. Let's see what happens.
Really? You're not gonna... All of you may have previously thought... I don't believe... What? What don't you believe? You plunge the blade into your own heart and collapse to the floor. You can't be serious. Why are you helping him? I'm not. He just made it happen. I'm sorry. That's right. You're all sorry. Everything goes dark.
The Grey? Wait, no. Shit.
You're on a path in the woods. You horrid monster.
Unless...
You think just because we've returned to the woods you've earned my forgiveness?
Unless this is the
Our
DLC
beloved
path.
had best be alive and well when we return to the cabin, or you'll never know the end of my wrath.
You could reload. You done fucked up. So, I don't think we experienced this ending in the first run. Huh. I'm curious.
She won't be alive and well when we return to that cabin, because she's dead. We killed her.
You
Okay, let's move forward here and just see the Grey, and then we can just do the same. We can get back there in a second.
Just going to.
I'm
good. Can I?
I'm sure you. Oh, yes, it is. This is horribly unproductive. The cabin and your extremely important destiny.
I can't believe the answer was simping.
The interior of the cabin. But you're not alone. You said, "Our beloved." She doesn't look very alive. Before you the door. Maybe I suppose. As if you make it.
Unless maybe I do remember this one.
No. The door to the basement, even the there she is again. She's just an old. Your eyes lock. As you descend the final step, this see.
We have absolutely seen this ending before. Okay, Okay, I think we're gonna have to start again. I am so sorry, chat. We're gonna get through this real quick. It's similar, but it was different. Okay, I think I want to mainly focus on the DLC ones. And did I see someone say that the YouTube link isn't working? No, it's working. Okay.
Don't.
Okay, here we go. Slay the Princess speedrun.
You make your. The interior. You take the.
Bollocks! I took the blade and I didn't mean to. Ah! I'm sorry, chat. I'm sorry.
Your honor. Your hit. You make your way
you can
up
use
the
the
short
skip
path
option to
to the
speed up.
cabin.
Already seen
You'll find
dialogue.
the print.
Okay, perfect. Into the basement. I'm here to save you. I'll see what I can do. Examine the chains. Energizing the key. Do you have any? I'm going to check. Return to the stairs.
Fine. No, we won't have any.
So all the same.
Stop that. The blade.
Resist. Okay, proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. The interior of the cabin is clean and elegant, its stone walls draped in fine.
John, you must be distracted by your humiliating defeat to me last stream. The real Kathy from Dokapon. Fucking Jesus Christ. Okay, this time no blade.
The door to the basement creaks open.
Okay, now I have to rescue the princess. This is not my choice, everyone. This is just this is I have to do this.
Rescue her? What are you talking about? Did you forget that she's a world-ending monstrosity? And even if you wanted to unleash her onto the world, don't you see how dainty her... No, she's a prisoner. If her hand could just slip out... Because we've yet to present her. I'm not sure I... Would you rather... I think I'd... one of it. Then let... No. You're what? I would if you had... Not on my... You. I would. I'd listen to him if I were you. He has a lot of strong feelings. You approach the princess and gingerly slide her hand from her bindings. That shouldn't have worked. I'll be damned.
we're doomed. I can't believe it. But I guess I have to.
I told you, there's no life more worth living than that of a true believer.
I'm free, and you're not trying to kill me this time. Thank you. Thank you so much.
The princess jumps up and
I mean,
smothers
she's
you
pretty
with
cute,
joyful
chat. Like,
embrace.
come on.
Ugh. If only you had a weapon, one slip of the wrist and your pristine blade would be buried in her back. And luckily for Mr. Romance, we don't have a weapon.
Who needs a weapon when we have the power of love on us?
What do we do now?
Why we escape, princess. We leave and have our lives to figure out what we do next.
Sounds perfect.
The princess takes your hand, the last hopes of the entire world slipping through your fingers as they intertwine with hers.
We have each other. We don't need the world for our happy ending.
She can't be that cute. She doesn't
I
even
like
have
to think
bangs.
you do,
Look, someone
actually.
can be cute without bangs. I've been
I
over
have
this
my doubts,
over
but
and
the choice has
over and
been
over,
made,
and I'm so sick of
this is
explaining
happening.
it. Someone having
don't have to
bangs or
moan
not
about
bangs
it.
is fine. When someone has bangs
I
and then
do.
removes
That's it.
them, they
The
just
most
owe the other person in the
awesome
relationship a
stuff
warning.
rules of
That's
the-
all I mean.
You and the princess, and what happens after we walk? Let's see. Oh, isn't that interesting? The door slams in your face, and that's a familiar. Did I do that last time?
Oh no, did someone lock us in here? That's not fair. We're supposed to leave now.
She's right. It isn't fair. But the unfairnesses of the world are no matter.
Enough with the.
Of course, you would.
Are you listening? I'm just along.
I think we try and open it together.
Okay, yeah, let's do it.
Like a pair of teenagers in love.
Remember to ask her to
You and
stay
the
when you have the
princess
option.
play- And lock clicks, and the door.
I told you our love was insurmountable.
You and the princess make your way upstairs, and the blade. That's right. There's still a chance for you to do the right thing. Take the blade from the table and slay her before it's too late.
I'm not
You're
doing that.
enjoying this, aren't you? You know that's yes.
All we need to do is happy to each other. What if we just stayed here and built a life together?
What a romantic suggestion. You're right. We don't need the
There's a
world.
lot of new background music.
All
I like
we
it.
need
Yeah, no, the new music is
each
cool.
other.
That's exactly what I just suggested.
Did you suggest that?
You answered me.
But the door's right there. We can just leave.
Wait. Why would she say that? Was she not wooed by our proclamation of love?
Are we not enough for her? She's not.
Trust me, we'll be better. I think it's stay. I think it's stay.
But we would have to be here forever. I don't know you. This is really what you want, though, isn't it?
Her eyes dart uncomfortably.
I guess we could do that.
She doesn't seem happy about it. But she can't be unhappy about staying with us. Can she? I don't know. No. It has to be him. It has to be this place. If we just made these walls more fitting for a princess. If we just say the right things. As the voice thinks its thought, your hands raise, fingers pointing towards your chest, and then... What? No.
Oh, but I do.
What? What? Are you sure you want to know? You plunge your nails into your chest, digging deep, grasping for a handhold.
Oh no! What are you doing? Are you okay?
Time out. He should not be allowed. And yet, it will be
Oh
soon.
man.
You yank violently, your bones cracking with wet pops as you pull yourself your exposed heart.
Oh, I don't know that we encountered this
Your
before.
raw, bloodied chest, the loosened threads of your body.
Don't mind my sacrifice. It's a fair price to pay to give her everything she doesn't know she wants.
Oh. see. You're trying to tell me something. It's beautiful.
The princess, mesmerized,
What the fuck?
reaches towards your beating heart, and then
This is new? No way.
everything goes dark and we die? Yes.
Epilogue, happily ever after.
You're on a path in the woods. Mate, we're clearly already in the cabin. Excuse me? You're clearly... Oh. Huh. So you are. How do you know about the cabin? I didn't get to the cabin part of my opening monologue yet. We've been here before. Well,
Okay,
not here.
so
here,
now we're
but
on one of the
I'm
new
sure you know
DLC
what I'm
routes,
talking
so
about.
I can do
You knew
whatever
about
I
the
want
movie
from
last
here.
time. Now, he's clearly disorientated. I'm sure all this new info is going to come as quite a shock to him. Right on cue, here's the... Thank you. I'm just happy to be here. Okay, yes, I get it. You've been here before. That's terrible. Well, we know that now, thanks to you. We're all so lucky to be stuck with, working with someone so well informed.
Final save, good
You
idea.
can count on us to do things right from here on out. I'm going to describe the room now. The interior of the cabin is vast, and before you there isn't a blade.
So... Hey, where's the voice of the smitten? He was here last time, and it's not like him to be this quiet.
Yeah, he was a bit of a loud one, wasn't he? Is he okay? We're better off without him, if you ask me. One less opinion we have to contend with. Plus, he's the one who got us
Stop
into
skipping
this
the
all mess.
dialogue. Okay. Sometimes the dialogue of the voices gets a little chatty for me, and I just want to see the princess, because a lot of it's flavor dressing, but I can stop skipping it.
Is that so? Maybe there is hope for you after all, free from the bad influence of your missing friend.
Okay, let's approach the mirror.
You cross the room, stopping just in front of the door to the basement. The handle is right there. Do feel free to give it a push as soon as you'd like. There is no door, there's a mirror. No, there isn't. Now this is tricky. My eyes say there's a mirror, but my brain
Lucy saves.
says there isn't.
I just want to see the princess. Look, that's... Okay, it's not untrue. That's not untrue. But that's what the game is about. It's about see. It's not called listen to the narrator. It's called slay the princess. Okay, that's not an unreasonable thing, chat.
Look, if you need help, just raise your hand, and I'll guide it where it needs to go. You reach forward, your hand instinctively wrapping around the handle. It's gone. I'm just glad we can all agree on a shared reality. And then you push the door open. Marvellous. We can proceed. It would seem that the stairs to the basement don't lead to a basement at all.
Huh.
Rather, they go up. If the princess lives here,
What
slaying
kind
her
of
would probably...
princess is this gonna be?
No, it doesn't work here at all. This place is nice. It's fancy, even. I have to say, whatever you did in your previous lives, I deeply dislike how much it's thrown me
Is
off
the
rhythm.
narrator becoming a simp?
Don't worry about it, boss. You're doing... I'm not. But I appreciate the encouragement. Well, if
More like
all of
Lay the
this is
Princess.
thrown
Rendale
off your
TV,
rhythm
come on now.
somewhat,
This is a family channel.
No, you absolutely do. Just because she lives in a nice house doesn't mean she doesn't pose a direct threat to all of reality. It's in her voice, gentle and warm, with an undercurrent of fatigue, rolls down the stairs.
You're home. Dinner's ready.
Huh?
As much as I desperately want to know what happened last time, we are not going to examine it. The more we think, the worse this gets. Why are you so on edge? This is much nicer than what we're used to. I'd like to have dinner. Dinner sounds nice. Gotta say, I'm with him on this one, boss. When have nice things ever been a problem? That is the problem. This isn't supposed to be nice, and she's supposed to be a prisoner. I need to stop talking. I need to stop talking. Just go upstairs, okay? This hall, like the one below, is
weird.
grand and beautiful. Torches.
What
bathe the
is
room in
that?
warm, comforting light, just enough to illuminate the tapestries along every wall, woven with scenes of chivalry and courtship and romance. The many cloth eyes are fixed on each other, gazes averted from the long table in the center of the room, the princess seated at its far end. Your pristine blade glints in the weak torchlight, hanging from a golden chain around the princess's neck.
That's just a shadow beast, don't worry about it. Well, that's a relief.
So that's where it is. And the tip is already pointed right at her heart. Okay, everything is falling back into place. All you have to do is cross the room, push down a little, and the entire world is saved. Yeah, that is easy, isn't it? So, where's the rush?
You're here. Now we can start being happy together. Why don't you sit down? Wouldn't that be nice?
As the words leave her mouth, the torches flare and a chair swings in from behind, knocking your legs out.
I just
from
want to
under
point out that I did not
You're
choose to sit
forcibly
down.
seated at
The
the
game
head of the
forced me to do that.
Isn't that better? It is better, right?
What is this place? What are we supposed to do now? You mentioned dinner. Excuse me. Get up silently. Push yourself up from the seat. I'm going to stand up. I'm going to, first of all, like in any scenario I'm in real life, I'm going to establish dominance, and then we're going to take it from there.
But as you attempt to get up, the torches flare and shadowed hands pin your wrists to the arms of your too comfortable seat.
Okay, well that didn't work. So clearly this is a situation that I need to use brain for.
There will be no getting up. There will be no attempts to slay her. At least not for now.
I'm not gonna let on that I know something fucking weird is happening here. You mentioned dinner on the stairs.
Oh, right, dinner. I totally forgotten about it.
The flames burn bright and a shadow dives across the table. In its wake, it leaves a feast.
Okay, that's fine. That's not anything to be concerned about.
Go ahead and dig in. I'm sure you're hungry.
Am I ever? And look at this spread. It's a feast fit for a king. Yeah, and after everything we've been through, we could use a break. More than that, we deserve a break.
Okay, I'm gonna eat. No, I probably. Should I eat the demon shadow food or refute hospitality? Chat, what are we thinking? Oh no, your attempt to establish dominance has caused her to establish dominance. This is the Makima tattoo all over again. God fucking. Okay, I guess it's jumping. Okay, universal eating in the chat. Guess I'm not the only simp here.
You begin to feast, and the princess follows suit, her soft smile never fading. The food is more exquisite than you ever could have imagined. You sample countless otherworldly dishes, sauces and bread and hearty stews whose tastes dance across your tongue. You tear at hunks of meat practically melting from the bone, juicy and tender and bursting with flavors you could scarcely begin to describe. Your cup fills itself again and again with a flowery nectar so sweet it tastes like glimmering jewels. This really is perfect, isn't it? It is the best meal you've ever had. But then it's over, and you're just as hungry as when you began.
Wasn't that perfect? We should do it again.
The shadow washes
Oh,
across
what
the
the
table,
fuck?
clearing and replating. The food is good. Again. You tear into golden crispy flesh, dab at the slurry of aromatic sauces on your plate with thick-crusted bread, sip your goblet of sparkling gems. But you have done this already. A good meal is still a good meal, and we didn't even have to clear the dishes. I'm happy. And then it's over. And you're just as hungry as when you began.
You're still hungry too, right? I know this wasn't as good as it was last time, but we just have to do it again. That's all. It'll be perfect if we just do it again.
I don't like this. I'm not comfortable here.
So the shadow
No!
sweeps over the table, clearing the old and laying out the new. And so you do it again. The meat is fine, the bread is fine. You sample the side dishes and they're fine too. You finish your goblet, the liquid within no longer glimmering on your palate, instead leaving your mouth coated in a
fucking
tacky
horrible.
film. You put it down and it fills again. You do not drink more. Well, food is food, isn't it? Can't always be amazing. What matters is that we don't have to make it. Getting other people to do the hard work always improves the taste. Does it? Because it seems like the taste is getting worse, and we haven't had to so much as lift a finger. Regardless of quality, it's over again, and you're just as hungry as when you began. Again.
No, something was wrong that time. But maybe I was just tasting it wrong. It looks just as good as it did the first time. It shouldn't taste like this.
Again, the shadow replaces your feast, and again you eat.
No, I think I've had enough.
The meat is...
I guess
greasy.
not.
The bread is tough, its crust hurting your jaw as you chew. The grey vegetables are barely worth the effort of picking through. You don't even touch the goblet, its sickly sweet aroma utterly unappealing.
That is... Oh. There's a genuine horror to, like, such thorough descriptions of shit that you don't want to eat.
I'm so tired of eating. Well, it's still free food we didn't have to make, right? Oh, am I kidding? We were eating like kings and now we're eating like pigs. At least you still have the memory of how good it was the first time, right?
I'm so tired of this.
As the words leave her mouth, one of the torches on the wall sputters and then goes out entirely.
What just happened? Did I do something wrong?
Not a fan of whatever just happened. I don't want to sit in the dark. Losers sit in the dark. I want to sit in a brightly lit, spacious room where we can see our beautiful...
Wanted to say I love all of your stuff. Your videos get me through the work week, and I love how the merch project features awesome artists.
Oh, thank you, Edgar. That is very, very appreciated. Thank you. Thanks for picking up some merch from eyepatchwolves.com.
As if in response to the dousing of their brother, the other three torches blaze brighter, their flames licking at the walls. Their shadows deepen, dancing angrily across the stone.
And what just happened? Did you make that torch go out? I don't think you did anything wrong. I think you said something you want to say. It's just a torch, don't worry about it. We still have plenty of light. What is this place? Well, we ate. What are we supposed to do now? I can't get up. Something is holding me down. Well, we ate, but what are we supposed to do now?
Maybe we could play a game.
We can play a game.
Yeah, that's exactly what we should do.
Okay.
The flames
right,
roar,
boys.
and the shadow
Mondo
comes
cool.
dancing across the table.
Foolish mortals,
It
thank you
leaves
for the
behind
subscription.
an intricate game. Its pieces elegant and beautiful and enticing. Its simple rules already apparent, even with little explanation.
We can probably work together to figure this out as we go. That sounds like a lot of fun, right?
Great, we don't even have a rule book. That means we can make up as many rules as we want. And we will. Don't worry, I am excellent at cheating. She'll never suspect a thing. I don't think it really matters. This all kind of feels like we're just filling time, you know? What, you don't want to win? To show our prowess in all avenues and accumulate respect? Wow, you would be hopeless without me. Count your lucky stars I'm here. You and the princess do indeed figure it out as you go. And
This
what
is
a
like the
game it
cones
is.
of Dunshire.
Tension between turns, the triumphant highs of moves well placed, and the tragic lows of miscalculations and careless plays. the warmth of trust, and the cool texture of deception. And then, the climax.
From Lucy
as she
Saves,
places her final
or Lukey
piece.
Saves, I have a wife and she's a princess and we play PlayStation together. Jesus Christ.
Oh, I think we got the rules wrong.
And so you start over. She only made us start over because we were winning. Time passes. You play the game. You win. Boom. And there you have it. What did I tell you? Am I great at games or am I great at games?
Oh, you won. I guess we can play again.
Time passes. You play the game. She wins.
Oh, I won. I guess we can play again.
This princess, her...
There is a long pause, and the board does not reset.
This isn't fun anymore, is it?
You don't need me to tell you that it isn't. Oh. The princess visibly panics as another torch sputters.
Wait. Maybe this is just too easy. Maybe if we added more rules and pieces, it would be fun again.
Yeah. The game's just a little simple. We can make it fun again. The shadow descends on the board once again. More pieces are added, their shapes more intricate, their purposes less immediately clear, and the two of you set about discovering the complexities of the game anew. And so you do. And it is fun again. In fact, it's almost as fun as the first time you played, and the sputtering torch roars back to life. But then you get used to the additions, and the feeling starts to fade. Creeping numbness settling in.
This
over
is
the
such a
board.
specific and weird kind of horror.
More pieces are added.
Oh god.
Feelings flare. The feelings fade. The princess suggests new rules. A glimmer of what could have been excitement flits through your mind, quickly vanishing as the game progresses. Your pieces advance in an ever-increasing slog to their destination. Winning and losing become nothing but ends. And even the end becomes nothing as you roll over into a new game, the board resetting as many times as you can finish.
How is this liminal
Till
horror
finally-
as a board game?
I'm out of ideas. I'm actually out of ideas this time. I don't think I can play anymore.
As the words leave the princess's mouth, another torch goes out. Again, the remaining flames burn brighter, and the shadow dances faster.
I'm happy. I promise. We're both so
That's
happy
right,
here.
boys.
You don't have to be
Mondo
upset.
cool.
It's a metaphor for married life.
Oh! Arnius Lacaw. Thank you for the subscription. I don't know, I'm married and it's kind of cooler than this, I think.
Isn't it great that we're all having such a lovely time together? We just have to stay positive and realize how happy we are. Then all of those lights will stay on and keep showing us all the cool stuff we have. Yeah, sure.
What is this place? Okay, so we've eaten, we've played games, now what? Okay, so we've eaten, we've played games, and now what? That's...
I don't know. But we can't do those other things anymore, can we? Maybe we can just spend time together?
Princess smiles as the two of you wait. Come on, there has to be a way out of this. This can't be the rest of our lives.
This is like the worst
can't
first
be
date of
forever.
all time.
And wait. What's the big deal? It's nice here. We've got a lot of space, all our needs are met. We have the respect of everyone in the room. And wait. This is what we wanted. This is what we asked for. It's good to be on top of the world.
Jules, the feeling that I did everything I was supposed to and I'm still not fulfilled. That is brutal.
And wait.
I can't do this anymore.
Oh no. The third torch sputters out. The princess's shadow dances furiously against the far wall.
There's just one left. What's going to happen when it goes out?
Probably not something good. What do you think would happen? Don't worry, what's going to happen if I could do anything in the world? What would it be? What would you choose? Whatever the shadows have been showing us isn't real. We need to see what happens when the light goes out. We don't have to let it go out. What do you think will happen?
I'm too scared to say. what if my answer is what blows it out?
If you could choose to do anything in the world, what would it be? What would you choose?
I think I'd like to dance under the stars.
That sounds lovely.
But there aren't any stars here. I'd have to leave.
As she says that, the shadow rushes forward and tightens its grip on her wrists.
I'm not happy here. I don't think I ever was.
The princess sobs, burying her face in her hands as the final torch blows out.
Oh, fuck. Why are you crying? Are you okay? Well, this sucks. You can open your eyes. I'm still here. You know, nothing has changed. We're just sitting in the dark. I'm sorry. I feel this is all my fault. Why are you crying?
She raises her head, mascara trailing down her cheeks.
I don't know. It feels like an important part of me is gone, but I'm still here. I don't know what to do with that. I don't know how I'm supposed to pick up the pieces.
The princess's eyes dart to the floor.
Well, we can't sit here forever. That part of us is over.
The princess pushes herself from her chair, and you instinctively do the same, waiting by the top of the stairs as she quietly crosses the room.
Do you still care about me?
Of course I do. I don't think I'll ever stop. Whatever we had between us wasn't real. This is real. I don't know if I ever have, but maybe I can now. I'm not sure if I ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I've just wanted to leave since the moment I found myself here. No wood. What happens if I say no? I could physically slay her or emotionally stray her. This is actually like... Man, okay. So I feel like we've basically just lived like a lifetime with the princess, and it's at the point now where we don't... It's like a real like life relationship that's broken down, and we realize that like we're not right for each other anymore. It fucking sucks. I'm not sure I ever had the chance to figure this out. I see people saying save. I don't want to save. I kind of want to make my choices and let those be the choices. You know, to me that's truer to the heart of the game. I'm not sure I've ever had the chance to figure out how I feel about you. I've just wanted to leave from the moment I found myself in these woods. I think that's the most honest answer.
Then maybe that's what we should do. Leave.
I'll offer my hand.
As the princess steps towards the stairs, you offer her your hand. The corners of her mouth curl into a demure smile, and she gently takes your hand in hers. She's cold, a little clammy, but her skin against yours is the most real thing you have ever felt. You're offering surprisingly little resistance. If we leave the cabin, doesn't that end the world? He's right, you know. You're giving us some real mixed signals, boss.
Caddis nails it here. No inciting incident to cause a breakup, just the quiet realization that you're miserable. That is devastating. And like that's kind of what this is.
Yes, well, I've seen my fairy tale ending, and I think there might be worse things than the end of the world.
Oh my god, the narrator's fucked up.
Well, this is less work for us anyway. Think what you will. I'm done fighting.
Okay, so out of all the fucked up things that have happened, this is the route that breaks the narrator. That's fucking awesome. This is great.
You and the princess don't exchange words as you descend the stairs to the cabin's entrance. And then the two of you step out into the world. I think this is the end of me, even if it's not the end of you. I hope this was worth it. Genuinely, I do. He's really gone. No boss anymore? No one left to tell us what to do? I guess we'll have to be our own boss then. About time.
The stars are so beautiful.
A quiet moment passes over you, a comfortable quiet.
I meant it when I said I wanted to dance.
And the narrator's gone. The narrator's gone, so there's no one left to read this. She gently pulls you forward, and the two of you fall into a graceful step. The only rhythm that guides you is the shared thumping of your hearts, beating in perfect unison. Her face, worn and tired, brightens the faster you move, a soft, sad smile widening and widening until it reflects only genuine affection. You send her out in a wide spin, and your arms stretch to their limits, only the tenuous grasp of your hand in hers holding you together. You share a gaze that feels like it lasts forever.
Thank you for taking me here. This is nice, even if it's a little cold outside.
But you do not get the chance to respond. Something has taken her away, and it's left something in her place.
She's gone. Where did she go? And is that a mirror? Why is it here? Why now? I'm begging you. This doesn't feel right. If he thinks it's bad, I'm with him.
The voice feels small, distant as you approach. Gaze into your reflection. Silence as you reach forward, and they're gone, but the mirror remains. It's time for you to see what's in it. It's you. You are alone in a place that is empty. It's quiet here. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Approach her.
Something finds me in the long quiet and brings me the gift of a fragile vessel.
What are you?
I am solitary lights in an empty city. What are you?
Oh, fuck. That mix of the main theme? Damn. What do you think I am?
I think that you are like me. We are oceans, reduced to shallow creeks.
Do you know the narrator?
You are the only thing I have ever known. The space we're in is vacant. Nothing comes here but us.
Destroy your body. Attack the entity. What happens now?
Nothing, as we are. But I know that there are worlds beyond us, and that we are meant to reach them. There is no exit, but this vessel is a creature of perception. She can make you forget, if only you believe her to be able to. Bring me more perspectives, so that I may be whole, and perhaps then we will know our freedom.
Okay, make me forget.
She asks that I tell you to remember her. You won't.
Everything goes dark and you die. Jesus Christ.
You're on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the basement of that cabin is a princess.
It's mad how that is all at once, like, the happiest route, but, like, the most devastating as well. That was fucking incredible. That was so good. Man, I don't even care that I simped for the princess! I do a little bit. I failed to slay her, but maybe not on this next route. Okay, so the next one we're going for is, so next we're going for Prisoner 3. So now we have to go to the prisoner route. To kill you, to take them with you, save them. Damsel, prisoner, take the knife with you, save the princess, resist the narrator trying to kill you. Kill you. Okay. We're gonna speed through this. No, you can. So same thing as the damsel. We save the princess. We bring the knife. Take the blade.
You take the blade.
Enter the basement.
Oh. It's been so long since anyone's come down here. I was starting to think they'd forgotten about me.
You walk down the stairs and lock eyes with the princess. There's a heavy chain around her wrist, binding her to the far wall of the basement. The blade! Of course she doesn't want to talk. Don't you dare.
Tighten your grip.
You ignore the tremor.
I'm sorry, can we just talk?
No, this is a...
Then I'm not talking to you.
You stare at the princess. She squints.
Do I need to hold on to the blade? Okay, drop the blade.
The blade tumbles out of your trembling hands and drops to the floor with an unceremonious clang.
Oh, have you decided what to do with me?
You know why you're here.
I'm going to get you out of here. Examine the chains.
You have to be kidding me. You walk up to the chains binding the princess to the wall and give them a tug. They're large and heavy, far too solid for you to even imagine trying to break them apart.
I'm guessing you don't have the key.
Maybe it's somewhere upstairs. Doubtful. Whoever locked the princess away down here intended for her to never see the light of day.
Well, you do have that big, sharp knife. You could always cut me out of here.
She kind of sounds meaner on this run. I wonder, is that because we brought the knife down this time?
She speaks with almost complete nonchalance. If we were stuck down here for long enough, I'm sure we'd be nonchalant about cutting our way out. And you attempt to make your way out of the basement, but the door at the top of the stair is someone else here.
Been through all this.
You make your way back to the bottom. Easier for whom?
I don't think we've actually done this route because I can't skip
Easier
anything.
for everyone.
I heard the door slam. They locked you down here too, didn't they? The knife. Pick it up and cut me out of here.
You won't like what happens if you do that.
Save the princess. Again,
Against your better judgment, you place the blade against the princess's arm, just above the massive, unyielding chain.
Okay, I guess we're doing this again.
You cut into her flesh. The blade is sharp, and you make quick work of it. Before long, you're able to crack through bone, and she pulls the bleeding stub. She didn't so much as utter a sound. Free from her bindings, the princess turns to face you. How is she so composed after losing an arm? It's like
Thank you. Now let's get out of here.
Yes, princess.
No, we won't have any of that. The stakes are too high. You can't. As the princess approaches the bottom stair, your body steps forward and raises the blade. Wait, this isn't fair. You can't just watch me.
Warn her.
Stop that.
I thought this was a little too easy.
Your body lunges forward to sink the blade into her back.
So this is
but the
nearly
princess
like the
swiftly
last
moves
route,
out of
but
the
it
way
is
before you
different.
can
Like,
connect.
she's acting different.
Stop it. Stop resisting me. I am trying to get you out of here alive. The blade. Move the blade.
You're doing your best to help me, aren't you? I can see the conflict in your eyes. I'll make this quick.
She steps forward and pries the blade from your rigid hands.
Maybe I'll see you in another life.
And then she slits your throat with an
She,
almost
man, yeah, she is stone cold, this route.
Her face remains unchanged as she watches you collapse to the ground, blood flowing from your butchered neck. This is the end, isn't it? I'm afraid it is.
Okay,
Everything goes
so I
dark.
don't think we've done the prisoner, so we're just gonna do this run straight and just see what it is. I'm not gonna skip
You're
anything
on a
here.
path in the woods. You're
Except this
here
bit.
to slay her. If you don't, it will be the end of the world. A warning. She will lie. No, I didn't. Wink.
Voice of the skeptic.
Just ignore this clown and focus on the princess.
Might be worth saving. Good idea.
The interior of the cabin is less a cozy woodland retreat and more like a dungeon. A few pathetic wisps of starlight attempt to illuminate the cold, uninviting stone walls and thick The only furniture of note is an iron table, bolted to the floor, a pristine blade perched on its edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right.
I think so. Chat from here. I think can I just do anything to get the prisoner, or do I have to do something specific? Take the knife with you, save the princess, and resist the narrator trying to kill you. Take the blade. Because I don't want to lock us out of another one. There's like 4 different endings to the prisoner. Okay, I guess we just see. Okay, I'm just gonna play this like I normally would. I'm gonna take the blade. Although she was kind of angry the last time I took the blade. To get the new chapter 3 requires you need to do something very specific. Don't take something you'll get and leave later on. For prisoner 3, you have to do something specific. Okay, should I look this up? Mask Moth a
That's
Day.
right, boys. Mondo cool.
Thank you for the subscription. Okay. How do I get prisoner 3? Princess. Let's get prisoner. Okay, how the freaking heck do I get prisoner 3? Okay, it looks like you have to take the knife. Okay. Okay. That's all I've picked up, that I need to take the knife.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay the princess and save the world without a weapon.
And I will save Scum for this one if I have to.
Good idea. Much better to be armed than to go in with blind hope alone. The door to the basement creaks open, revealing an old stone staircase. A few sputtering torches attempt to vaguely illuminate your path, dancing across glimmering patches of slimy moss on the stone steps. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favor. Her voice, harsh but controlled, carries up the stairs.
Is that a visitor I hear? Please, come downstairs. It's been a while since I've had company.
Okay, she sounds fairly like the first princess on this route.
What visitors she could be referring to. Were we not the first? You walk down the stairs and lock eyes
Oh,
with the
she
princess.
is bolted the
She
fuck
looks
up.
at you, the heavy collar around her neck clanking loudly as she moves. The chains binding both her wrists to the far wall, joining the metallic chorus as she adjusts her hands in her lap. Should we be worried about the one around her neck? Why would you be worried about her restraints? If anything, they'll make your job easier. Have you noticed the empty chain on the wall? Odd that in a place where everything seems to serve a distinct purpose, there would be something so obviously useless.
What an interesting development. Why don't you have a seat? The two of us should chat before you bury that thing in my heart.
Huh. I'm not sure I need to do much of anything. Do you see how locked up she is? I'm just going to leave the princess in the basement. I'm not going to do that, but I don't want to slay her just yet. I think I need to do some reconnaissance here, chat. I need to take this slowly and carefully, like a SWAT team, finding out information about the buildings they're about to murder.
You step towards the princess.
Oh, she looks mad.
She stops you before you get too close, holding up one shackled hand.
There's fine. I'd prefer we keep some distance until we've sorted this out.
Makes sense.
That's reasonable. We do have a weapon. Might as well put her at ease.
Sit where she told you to sit. Sit closer. Sit where she told you to sit.
You do as she asks and sit on the floor, still a good distance away from her.
Thank you. Now, what are your intentions for me?
My intentions, what do you mean? I've been here before. Am I the only one who remembers that? What happened after I died last time? That other chain on the wall, who is it for?
I don't know, but you could always try it on.
No! I'm not No!
Maybe it'll fit.
Shut up!
I hope I don't actually have to say this, but please don't lock yourself in chains.
I mean,
You
who
need to
would?
be ambulatory if you're going to save the world.
You were asking my intentions earlier. What do you mean? I think I'm just going to leave you. Okay, I'm going to inspect the shackle. I'm just going to inspect the shackle to make sure that there isn't any, because like they keep drawing attention to it. This isn't doing what she said. It's fine.
I wouldn't do that if I were you.
Well, narrator, we're fucking different, okay?
And why is that? Do I even need to explain myself? It's a shackle, and it's one without a key. Do you want to be stuck here like she is? And what? Is it going to lock the second we put our wrist into it? I don't know. He doesn't want us to look at it. That's all the reason we need to investigate. But what if he's telling the truth? He isn't. I am.
Okay, I'm gonna let it go. No.
Good. Forget you ever saw it. Nice try, but I won't. Specifically because you told me to.
Okay. Love the podcast. This is from Awkward's Hammond. Love the podcast you do with Wooly and the boxing and jiu-jitsu talks. I've been kickboxing for over a year and recently got my first stripe in BJJ. Congrats, dude. That's awesome. Okay, let's see here. You were asking my intentions earlier. What do you mean by that?
Yes, your intentions. You have a knife. What are you going to do with it? Why are you here? There isn't a keyhole in these shackles, so I'm afraid my only way out is surgical removal.
Huh? Well, I mean, we've done a little bit of
Is
that.
she forgetting about the shackle on her neck? Or does she think she'd survive a beheading? You're right. Maybe she's delusional. All the more reason not to trust her. Unless she really could survive.
Though I suppose you could just be here to kill me. But I don't think that's in either of our best interests.
Last time. What would you have me do?
Let me borrow that knife. Don't worry, you'll get it back.
That's ominous, but she seems confident. Whatever it is she has planned, I think she knows what she's doing. Oh please, she's just putting on an act to disarm you. That much should be obvious. In case you need to hear a voice of reason, it would obviously be unwise to give away your only weapon.
That is true.
Though if she isn't bluffing, whatever she has planned might be for her benefit alone. There's no guarantee that what's good for her is good for us. So, what should we do? I don't know. I'm just spelling out. Then let me help you. I'll start with the cons. If you're handing her your weapon, the cons are that she might use it to escape and end the entire world. And she might use it to kill you. That doesn't sound great. What about the pros? There are none. The pros are that we can't trust him, possibly even more than we can't trust her. Whatever she has planned could do something to mess with what he has planned. Or maybe they're both screwing us over in their own ways.
I'm not giving you a weapon in case you've forgotten you killed me last time. I can cut you out of here. I'm not giving you the weapon. Okay, I'm trusting you. So I'm not giving her the knife. No fucking way. I know how that goes. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. I can cut you out of here, but I'm not giving you the weapon. Okay, let's see how she responds to this.
If you take a moment to imagine yourself in my position, I think you'll understand why letting you near me with that thing is untenable. So, be a good bird and hand it over.
A bird?
And if being nice isn't enough motivation, well, I'm not afraid to resort to violence.
Huh.
If you come near me with that thing, I will strangle you with these chains.
She doesn't beat around the bush, does she?
Okay.
Yes, it's almost like she's a fundamentally bad person who wishes to inflict pain on others. Or it's another bluff.
I don't think that they would write that she's going to do that unless she definitely did it. So I think we might need to give her the knife.
No hard feelings, of course. But you should be aware of my position.
But I mean, we're a fucking monster. No, she is like a just crazy demonic entity, isn't she?
So you've already been here. As much as I would like to remain in denial, it's no use. This has complicated
You
things.
seem a little flustered, John. No, I'm not. I'm just trying to figure out the solution to this video game puzzle. That's it.
It's complicated things how, exactly? Ideally, this was supposed to be one and done. You go to the cabin, you heroically slay the princess, and in the process you save the entire world from being damned to oblivion. The situation right now, where you're getting a second shot at things, is a contingency for what? For you failing, obviously. And you being here means that things are going to be a lot harder than they were. I really shouldn't say anything else, I'm just going to make it worse. If you knew this could happen, why didn't you tell us? All of this is incredibly valuable information. It would have
That's
changed
right,
our
boys.
actions
Mondo
considerably.
Hey John, long-time viewer. Sorry for starting the short jokes on stream. My bad.
That's okay, Brexit music. I don't mind.
I needed you to be in the dark for as long as I could keep you there. It's important. Necessary, even. And Maybe I wanted to be the first version of me that you met. I didn't want to be confronted by the alternative. That's pathetic. I never said I wasn't.
I get it. It would be pretty upsetting, wouldn't it? To know that you might not be the first version of yourself.
The narrator sounds like John from the Magnus Archives. I've never listened to the Magnus Archives. I think it is John from the Magnus Archives.
Exactly, he gets it. You're lucky, so don't waste that luck by messing it up again.
Moving on. Why is it important for us to be ignorant?
The more I say, the more your mind will swim into dangerous waters. Even saying that is too much. Your success hinges on you having imperfect information. For the sake of the entire world, you need to accept that.
I won't.
Just give it a rest. This
Someone in
isn't
chat saying that if Kathy was playing this, she'd already be married to the princess and they'd both be free. See, I don't know about that. I don't think you can pin Kathy down. I think that's kind of Gabby's problem.
Focus. This is a serious situation. You shouldn't be daydreaming.
Okay, let's do a little save scum here, because it's going to be one of the others and I don't know which it is. I think I'm just going to leave you how you're going to be then. I guess I have to do this, slay the princess. If you want to leave, I'm going to be the one with the weapon. Deal with it. Cut her out on your own. Give her the knife. I think I'm going to cut her out on my own. Here we go.
Do you think these chains take away my saying things? I said no.
As you move towards the princess, she stands, her chains clinking as she wraps them around her fists.
She doesn't look strong like she does in the other one, though.
In an instant, they're around your neck, both of you dropping to the ground.
Oh god damn, she jiu-jitsu'd me!
Her body against yours as you struggle uselessly. The metal chains constrict around your windpipe as the princess heaves with a muscled intensity.
Whoa!
Drop the knife or you die.
What is she doing? We weren't trying to attack her. I can see where she might have gotten the wrong idea. She doesn't have much agency here. Would we have trusted her if she walked up to us with a blade again, after what happened between us?
How many times did I warn you she's
John
not
continues
to
to
be
get tapped out by tiny weapons.
But
God damn it!
Very distracting, she's not armed, and you have your pristine blade. End her before she ends you.
John getting choked out by another woman. Oh, fucking god. Drop it. Fine. I drop.
As your weapon falls pathetically to the floor, the princess releases you from her stranglehold, shoving you away with a swift kick. Your hands test the bruised flesh of your neck as you regain your senses, watching with a dazed expression as the princess snatches up the blade.
Eldritch Opal Magnus Archives is 100% your kind of thing, John. One of the best pieces of audio horror. I've been reading a little bit of, or I've been listening to, I'm in Askew, or I am Askew, I can't remember what it's called, and I really like that, and I want to listen to more of that kind of stuff, so I'll check out the Magnus Archives. I'm kind of looking for something at the moment anyway.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly, as she raises the blade to her throat.
Oh?
You can stay right where you are for this next part.
Okay.
What is she doing? She doesn't say another word as she cuts into her own neck.
No. Watch in uneasy silence.
Her eyes.
Oh my
blinking,
fucking
she saws
god!
through skin, veins, cartilage. At last she reaches bone, the blade grinding audibly against her vertebra as it continues to slice its way through her neck. I'll be damned. She's actually doing your job for you. Why would she do that?
Huh. So that's her play.
Killing herself?
She isn't dead yet.
Finally, you hear a snap. Her eye twitches.
There's an uneasy silence. She remains motionless for a long moment, her twitching eye the only movement in the room, until at last it stops in an unsettling half-wink. Her head twists slowly to the side, flopping to her shoulder, and her neck opens. The remaining tissue is not enough to hold the weight of her severed head. It stretches and tears until finally it falls to the floor, completely free. It bounces a few times before rolling to a stop at your feet.
Oh.
Oh no, oh no, oh no, what did we do? Can we put it back? Please tell me we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead. Congratulations! You saved the world.
I did it? Does this mean I'm not a simp, chat?
So I guess that's it. What a way to go. But she is gone.
Describe just the emotions go. Confusion and horror.
I hate this. Can we just get out of here now, please? Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
I don't feel victorious.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your angle?
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us.
Good job, John. Thank you,
Sure
chat.
you can understand
Thank you,
that.
Ben Way.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to know why.
You're just wasting your energy. The danger has passed, and now we can all relax and enjoy your reward.
Take the princess with you? Oh!
Ugh, fine. You pick up the princess's severed head, its neck stump still oozing bodily fluids. Then make your way back upstairs to the first floor of the cabin.
Did you see that?
Oh,
I could have
jeez.
sworn she moved.
She didn't. She's dead. But what if she's not? Are you listening to yourself? Do I need to explain to you why decapitation is lethal? The door to your bountiful reward is right in front of you.
Leave the cabin and claim your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only, a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is... Wait, no, that's not right.
Well played.
Oh, dang.
This is the end of the world, isn't it? I always thought I'd at least have time to explain myself before I had to watch it happen. But it's already...
Girl tapped you out, disarmed you, and then LTG'd you in front of you to assert dominance. Mad respect.
Over? Is he gone?
But we're still here. Maybe it wasn't the end of the world after all.
Thanks for carrying me up here. I had to take it on faith that you would know what to do. I'm glad I was right to trust you.
Guys, maybe the fact that the little girl was a child didn't matter. Maybe John just can't beat women. Look, I'm not engaging in this line of arguments.
So, this is the outside. Maybe it's just my lack of body, but it's colder than I expected.
Respond, you never will.
She's gone. And is that a... mirror?
And approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels...
You're right. Part of me wants the truth, but something stronger is holding me back. Fear.
This ending was no G in the game. So no head. You find yourself in the long quiet once again. Proceed to the cabin. You are at the cabin. Oh, yikes!
Empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. I am more than I was before. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean when...
Okay, wipe me clean. I think this isn't the route we need to do to get the DLC, but we'll just save scum. We'll be back there in a second. I'm ready to go back.
I will long for your return, but it will give me time to reflect on what I am. We will meet again.
Chapter 1. Okay, we're just going to reload the prisoner. This will only
You're
take a
on
second.
a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin. And in the you're here to
So, I guess we'll try leave the head this time. So she's going to cut off her own head. So we'll give her the knife.
Slide it over.
No, absolutely not. I am not letting you hand your only weapon over to the world-ending princess. Until you come up with any other idea, like, say, I don't know, doing your job and slaying her, you remain rigidly in place. You tried this last time. Do you want to know how it went for you? Oh, I remember. She killed us, which, by your estimation, ended the world. Right? Exactly. If I were you, I wouldn't be too keen on repeating your mistake. Hell, we could even force your hand and do a little. I think you got your point across. You slide the blade across. The princess maintains unsettling eye contact.
Thanks.
She pulls up her hair, smiling slightly.
Okay,
What
we
is
have
up?
experience.
Up and down. Killing? We don't. And then, fine, there is. This is near. Finally, I think you can open your eyes now. Oh no.
Somehow
Oh,
it's
no.
nearly
What do we do?
worse when you look away, like it's
Please
more
tell me
horrifying.
we can put it back. The princess's eyes stare up at you. Dead.
So I guess that's it. What do
I hate this. Of course, the princess is slain and the world is saved. Whenever you're ready, you can proceed to your reward.
Now hold on, she's dead. So what's the rush? What's your...
I don't have an angle. I'm just looking forward to putting all this behind us.
The vibe has
Sure you
deteriorated.
can
Time to
understand.
dip.
Look, I'm just not ready to put my guard down. It's best to keep sharp. She wouldn't have done all that without some kind of a reason. She's left us with this dangling thread, and I need to...
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
You're just wasting your
Smash
energy.
X
The danger
3000,
has
thank you for the
passed.
subscription.
And
Leave the basement and claim your reward.
Fine. But if we're leaving, then we're taking the blade. I feel exposed without it.
with your work done, you remove the blade from the princess's corpse and make your way back upstairs, closing the door to the basement behind you. You can think of it as sealing yourself off from an unpleasant chapter of your life. It's all uphill from here.
The windows. Do you see that? We used to be able to see the outside world from up here, but now it's
Is
just...
this that Irish goodbye I've heard about?
The door. Check the door.
Open the door and accept your reward.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from certain doom. Only a world saved from certain doom isn't what you find. Instead, what you find is nothing at all. Where a lush forest stood mere minutes ago, the only thing in front of you now is the vast emptiness of some place far away.
You don't have to act surprised. We could see this vast emptiness through the windows.
But if everything's gone, does that mean we're not gonna get our reward? This is your reward. An eternity of bliss, if you'll have it. And I suggest that you have it. Okay. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Like hell it is.
That's bullshit. Let us out of here. I don't know. I'm pretty okay with this. I was kind of hoping we get a better ending for saving the world. Yeah.
This isn't an ending. In fact, now that the princess has been slain, endings are a thing of the past. No, this is the beginning of eternity. Your reward, like I just told you. Time passes. You can't be sure if it's days, or months, or years, or even decades. It's all a wonderful, boring blur. You've never been happier.
Decades? No, it can't be decades. We can't go along with this. We can't let him win.
Explorer, didn't you hear the narrator? I'm happy. We're happy. What do you suggest then? I don't want to die again. I didn't like dying last time. I'm going to accept my reward now. I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I'm going to accept my reward now.
But we're not happy. He's just telling us that we are.
I can tell you for a fact that I'm extremely unhappy right now.
Yeah, what he said.
What do you suggest
We
then?
still have a blade. Let's use it on ourselves and start over.
He's suggesting you kill yourself. You shouldn't kill yourself when you have an eternity of bliss right in front of you.
I don't know. I'm pretty happy. I'm going to accept my reward.
That's great. More happy time passes, though the word begins to lose its meaning. Time, that is, not happy. Happy still has plenty of meaning.
He's just saying things.
The voice's protestations fall on deaf ears.
This is one of the most
Eventually
sinister the
you
narrator has
pass
ever
into
been.
a blissful state of pure existence. Though words like eventually and pass ceased to have any meaning to you long before that shift, you simply exist. Happy. Forever.
Good ending. You did it. You saved everyone.
No, you stop that. Stop all this nonsense.
You really don't want to be happy, do you?
You know what you have to do.
But I liked being happy. Are you really going to take it away from me? You know what?
You goddamn spiteful bastard. Are you really going to turn down immortality itself just to make me lose?
Why should it matter if we die at this point? Haven't you all...
I don't have to answer that.
That's all we needed to hear.
You raise the blade,
That's right, boys.
drive it into your
Mondo
heart.
cool.
And
Collapse to the floor, everything goes dark, and you die. You're a genocidal maniac, you know
Planta
that, right?
Trepidora, thank you very much for the subscription.
Yeah.
Appreciate it, buddy.
We'll see about that.
Chapter. Is this...
You're on a path in the wood. Chains everywhere. This is different. This
Oh,
is
I
new.
think this is...
Worse what it is.
We're finally starting to see reality for what it is.
Oh,
This
I
place
don't...
is a prison, and she's not the only inmate. What a crock of pretentious bullshit. Reality is as solid as the ground beneath our feet. And if we just examine it, if we apply enough scientific rigor, if we think hard enough, we'll find a way out of here for good. Don't you see? We're already making progress. And what if looking at it is enough to make it change? Where does that leave us?
It leaves you exactly where you
Well,
are
I
right
have
now,
no
and
fucking
presumably
idea what kind of
exactly where you've
princess we're in
been
for
before.
here.
I'll spare you my full introduction since you've clearly already heard it at least once, but I would like to remind you that the people in my world are living, breathing, suffering entities and not pawns for you to sacrifice in pursuit of some vague truth.
Explorer, should we talk about how we still have the blade? We've never started with the blade before. She died last time, and the way you decided to thank us was locking us in the happiness void forever. Are you sure we even say here she cut off her own head last time? I was happy with eternal bliss. No way. Let's go through. Proceed to the cabin. Silently proceed to the cabin. I'm done with this. Bye. Turn around and leave.
You stand at the edge of a cliff. An abyss yawns beneath you.
Wow. Okay.
Abyss. The only path forward, a rusted metal bridge. The cabin looms on its far side.
That's a new
I think
one.
You already know what waits for you within. It's like the world itself doesn't want us to reach her.
There's nothing to find out here. Time to check in with the missus.
The missus.
I'm going to pretend you didn't just call her that. Every surface of the cabin is draped in chains, the air filled with the mock birdsong of metallic clinks. Where there should be walls, you can see only endless ropes of metal, with hooks dangling from their ends.
Oh, this is gonna be
Fitting cage
fucked
for a
up, isn't
monster
it?
Destined to end the world.
Oh.
There's nothing for you to do but step forward into the basement. You already have your weapon. Your objective awaits. And how are we supposed to get to the basement? I don't see a way down. All I see is a mirror. What
That's
mirror?
right,
There is no
boys.
mirror. The only thing of
Mondo
note
cool.
here is the door to the basement.
Purple Ninja Cato 7, thank you for the subscription, my friend. Appreciate it.
It clearly serves some purpose, but what?
Is there something about us we're supposed
That's
to
right,
see?
boys. Mondo cool.
Mr. Loco Neko, thank you for the
Or
subscription.
Is it a distraction? Something?
Can we please stop talking about the mirror? I'd rather not spend more time in this room than I have to. It's creepy.
Yeah, the next room is definitely going to be less creepy than this one.
You step out onto the floor. Or what should have been a floor. Should have been? Yes, unfortunately, you realise too late that there is no floor beneath the metal. There is only a loose web of chains suspended over some unseen space. An unseen space that you are now rapidly plummeting through.
So what are the chances that we get a really cute
Nothing
princess this
solid
run?
here, is it? It's all just a shifting mass waiting for us to drop our guard.
Your fall is suddenly, painfully halted as rusty chains pull taut
Oh.
against your skin, their hooks digging into your muscle. You find yourself
There
suspended
she
in what
is,
appears to
and
be
I am
a
filled.
vast, dark space. The glinting of yet more chains merely hinting at its full dimensions.
Plot twist, we've
You
fallen.
dangle a few feet off the bare concrete floor. If the princess lives here, slaying her would probably be doing her a favour. As your eyes adjust to your new surroundings,
Oh, this is gonna be
you
bad.
make
This
out
is
a
gonna be
figure
really
standing in
bad.
the gloom, obscured in shadow. She watches you with the stillness of the grave.
Easy now. We don't know what sort of situation we're dealing with.
I think we might.
Let her make the first move. Let observation give us an advantage.
Are you mad at me? Are you mad at me?
But you are met with only silence, save for the creaks and
Please
groans
say
of
something.
metal
Please say
that
something. It's
sways
so much
and
worse when she
swirls
doesn't say
around
something.
you.
What if the chains don't have to be real? What if they aren't real? They feel plenty real to me. Yeah, it would be nice if we could just tell ourselves the chains aren't lodged in all our joints and they'd magically go away, but I'm afraid that's wishful thinking. Well, maybe wishful thinking is what we need. Maybe they're real, but maybe we can cut through them.
It's worth a try.
Try to cut yourself free.
You clumsily rotate the blade in your palm, pressing it against the chains lodged in your wrist.
And it slices through them, right?
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
What he said. It slices through.
Lowercase
Now,
Jai,
hold
thank you
on.
for the subscription,
Let's
my friend.
not rush
Appreciate
to
it.
conclusions. It just does?
It doesn't.
Maybe the only reason it isn't working.
This feels like Michelle after
because
you missed the fighting game
someone
tournament.
doesn't believe we can do it. They're metal chains, and nothing we've done has worked so far. Maybe if you gave me a good reason to believe we should try again, I'd believe it was worth trying again. But until then, I'm going to believe our eyes. This isn't getting us anywhere. You should believe it because you should. We don't have anything better to do.
Rain trigger 3. Gain risk control, then hit a rainmaker.
Maybe they're rusty. He did say they were rusty.
He did, didn't he? Alright, I'm game. We cut again.
You bring your blade against the chains again, and this time, you manage to cut into the metal. Its hook remains embedded in your flesh, but your arm falls from the mass of chains, free from the princess's bindings.
She still hasn't, like, done or said anything.
Yes! Will you look at that?
That worked. And why shouldn't the rest be the same then?
But before you can
Oh!
make progress, the princess takes a step forward. As she moves, the heavy chains shift, tightening and tearing at your flesh, your joints screaming in agony as the rusted hooks dig deeper. Stars dance in your eyes as the chain wrapped around your neck threatens to choke you. As your vision comes back into focus, your eyes fall on the body of the princess, finally emerged from the shadows. The body of the princess is a weird way to describe a person.
Okay.
The head stares up at you but says nothing, and the chains squeeze ever tighter.
Just keep going. She's a head in a cage. We're not going to be able to talk our way out of this. The only thing we can do is keep soaring our way to freedom.
Keep cutting, keep cutting.
Yes, the links are weak. They can't handle the strain. Isn't that right?
You know, it's rather annoying for you to dictate what I'm going to say next.
But is that what happens? Do the links break?
Yes. Luckily for you, they were too thoroughly rusted to hold much longer. Your other arm breaks free. The body takes another step towards you. The chains around you tightening, the hooks boring deeper into your flesh.
Fuck.
They constrict dangerously around your throat. You find it harder to breathe.
I don't think she's happy you're here. But what do I know? I'm just a set of eyes and ears. I don't make choices. At least not any that matter.
She won't kill us if we just keep cutting. We just have to get our neck free.
What do you mean you're just a watcher? You cut off your head last time you made that decision.
What's the point of making a choice if it all ends the same way? I'm still stuck, and you're just as stuck as I am. Everything we witness is just another shade of the same endless cycle. I wake up in chains.
The body steps forward. Your bindings tighten again.
You come to me, knife in hand.
The body steps forward. The pressure
God,
on your
that's
limbs
so
is
fucked
becoming
up.
unbearable.
You give me your implement.
The pressure is finally too much. Your fist unfolds as your joints swell with trapped blood, and your pristine blade tumbles helplessly to the ground.
I cut myself free.
She's not insane, is she?
Nice job, John. She's mad. Look.
No, she's just right. It's all been the same. The whole time, it's all been the same. We never had a say.
You're setting me up to fail. I can't make real choices strung up like this, and you're refusing to make any choices at all. Us choosing the same moves every time we play isn't indicative of anyone's free will. It's just how things happen to play out. I could have thrown away that knife in the woods, but it wouldn't have come close to this. Say nothing. Please just stop walking forward. I'm going to die if you don't stop. What was I supposed to have done? Did you want me to carry your severed head out of the cabin with me? I thought you were dead! Please stop walking forward.
We're both going to die. And dying won't stop us from doing this again. And again. And again. It would be so much easier if you just gave in with me.
She steps forward yet again, and the chains dig into you, your nerves screaming, your heart pounding, your lungs desperate for air.
I don't think we can hold on to you much longer.
How many times will we have to do this? I'm tired.
This is all getting so predictable, isn't it? Pop.
Oh! You're falling, the world is spinning, and then you hit the ground, your body light in a way that is sickeningly wrong, and roll to a stop. The sound of rattling chains and a heavy thud as the rest of what was once you falls to the ground somewhere nearby. Oh, Jesus. You are unable to take action, unable to defend yourself, unable to even talk, to look around as the princess body steps towards you, one slow, rhythmic step after another. Oh, that's so fucked up. It stoops down to pick you up, and then a shadow rises behind the body, blade glinting.
And now, the cut.
It strikes and strikes true. The body drops the cage in pain. They descend on each other in a maelstrom of chains and hooks and feathers and blood, fighting their way deeper into the shadows until all that are left to witness are the sounds of violence.
See? You only ever thought you were in control. Isn't it so much nicer to let go?
I didn't let go. You ripped off my head. What are we supposed to do now? You didn't cut yourself free. My body is still the one with the knife. Doesn't that mean this is different? Doesn't that mean I broke the pattern? This is nicer. I'm a severed head. I thought I would be the end of me. I guess this isn't. I didn't let go. You ripped off my head.
My body ripped your body's head off.
I didn't have anything to do with it. You get it. It's not like you're responsible for what your body is doing to mine now. You and I just watch, like we've been doing since the beginning.
Fuck. And so you and the princess watch as your bodies weave in and out of the shadows, performing their lethal dance.
Look at us go. Aren't we beautiful?
The movement is gorgeous, primal, uninhibited, steel crashing against steel and flesh rolling off flesh.
It's all going to come to a head soon. Head.
Ha! At last, the climax plays out. Your body, wreathed in chains and shadows, makes its final move, but so does hers. Chains shatters spine and blade pierces heart.
I guess I'll see you next time.
Both hers and yours collapse, their dance complete. Blood drips from the princess's mouth and she coughs.
It's cold, but that's always been us, hasn't it? Cold isn't bad.
You approach the mirror, gaze into the reflection. You find yourself in the long quiet once again, proceed to the cabin. What's her crazy form going to be like this time? Approach her. Oh, whoa!
Empty cityscapes become pockets of vitality and movement. Whenever you are ready, I will wipe your slate clean once again.
I'm ready. Okay, we have one more DLC route to go. I think we're just gonna go for it.
I will long for your
So the
return,
next
but it will
one-
give me time to reflect on what I am.
Princess Slade's talking to her.
We will
don't
meet
you-
again.
You're on a path in the woods.
So this
And
time
at
what
the
we
end
gotta
of that
do
path
is...
a cabin.
This time we gotta
in the
basically stay quiet and not talk to her and just kill her.
The interior of the cabin is almost entirely bare. The air is stale and
Continue down the stairs. Steel your nerves and step forward.
you step forward.
Slay the princess.
You lunge forward without a moment's hesitation. You feel flesh easily give way and look down to see your blade already sinking deep into her heart.
Oh, this is it, isn't it? I'm almost embarrassed. I should have seen that coming. But I have to wonder, do you actually believe this was enough to...
It's like she's convinced she can't die.
Yes.
And we have done all this before. I remember this. Of course, she's dead. But so then with this, Spectre, take like the princess. Don't drop the blade and slay the princess. The reward, choose. This is bullshit.
You open the cabin door, ready to return to a world saved from...
Only a world saved.
This is bullshit. Let me out of
What's
here.
done is done, and there's no going back now. This is what's best for everyone. Trust me.
Explore. Hold on. Do you have any idea how to get us out of here? And do you have any idea on how we can get out of here?
I do, but you're probably not going to like it. The blade. We can use the blade to get out of this. I can hear everything you say, little voice. There's only...
Anything to get out of this.
Thank you. I made this happy little place for you. Is this not a good enough reward for saving the world? An eternity of bliss?
Okay, now we're on the Spectre route. Once in Spectre, attempt to slay, grab the Spectre. Okay, so now we're gonna try and kill the Spectre. That puts in Spectre 3. Proceed to the cabin.
A warning before you go any further. She will lie. The interior of the cabin is cold.
I think that's
a
new
soft
music.
odor of dirt permeating the air. Cobwebs flutter in the corners.
So with
You
okay,
can hear wind whistling outside.
do we have to do anything
banging
for
the shutters
Spectre
against the
2?
windows. The only furniture of note is an elegant antique table with a pristine blade perched on the edge. The blade is your implement. You'll need it if you want to do this right. It feels like no one's been here for a long, long time. Like I've been saying, she's dead. We killed her already.
You didn't say anything about the mirror on the wall. Approach the mirror. Take the blade. So I think we do have to... Yeah, I think it's time to save again. Approach the mirror. Take the blade.
You take the blade from the table. It will be difficult to slay.
Into the basement.
The door to the basement groans open, revealing an old banister and a creaky wooden stairwell. Everything is coated in a thick layer.
Oh! Okay, I remember this one, alright. She has a body and she's right there. That means we could kill her again if we wanted to. Okay, so we're meant to slay the princess for this one.
Without a moment's hesitation, you lash out with your blade. It's like you're slashing at air.
Fuck! Okay.
No matter how many times you stab at her, no matter how many angles you strike from, all you manage to do is interrupt her form, the skin of your hand prickling with cold as it passes through, unable to find anything solid.
You're adorable when you're confused.
God damn that
But I
voice.
didn't say you could touch me. Why are you even here? Just making sure you finish the job, or what?
Fine, if I can't really hurt you, then there isn't anything for me to do here. I guess I'll get going, leave her in the basement. When you are possessed, use the dagger on her. Okay. If I knew I'd had to talk to you again, I wouldn't have slain you. I died too, and I'm not floating around like you. Stop playing the victim. You threatened me. Of course I attacked you. You're supposed to end the world. That's why I killed you. You're dead, or at least mostly dead. What can you even do to hurt me?
A boring question with an easy answer. Nothing. She's dead. Dead things can't hurt us.
That's for me to know, and for you to wonder about. Maybe I can't do anything to you.
See?
Or maybe I can rip your heart out. Who's to say, really?
I don't like the uncertainty here. I don't know what to do or who to trust.
Stop playing the victim. Of course I attacked you. What do you want from me?
I want you to make things right. I want you to set me free. This place won't let me leave, but you seem to come and go as you please. So help me out. Let me in. And maybe all of this can be water under the bridge. Remember?
Maybe we should have just left her here. Maybe we should still just leave her here. If she can't get out on her own, then why do we have to do anything? Hasn't gotten out and can't get out are two very different things. It'd be dull anyway. It's more interesting if we make a choice. Absolutely not. Is she asking if she can possess us? She is.
And I hope I don't need to explain why you can't let that happen. It would be catastrophic if she managed to escape this place. And if you let her in, there is very little anyone could do to stop her.
Would she be able to see us if we went along with it? Now, isn't that an interesting thought? We could finally bring her face to face with him.
Oh, weird.
You won't like how things play out if you go down this path.
This would be temporary, right? You leave once we're out of the cabin.
Look, I don't want to be stuck with you any more than you want to be stuck with me. You're my murderer. All I see when I look into your eyes is the thing that ran at me with the point of a blade aimed for my heart. So, you're not exactly my first choice, but you're also my only choice.
It sounds to me like she'd be a lovely roommate.
The answer is no. No complaints here. Do it. Let the princess possess you.
The princess swims through the air in front of you, pausing for a brief moment as her dark-rimmed eyes stare deeply into yours. There's a hunger in her gaze.
Thanks for the body, killer.
What are you doing? Don't just let her in. How many times do I have to tell you?
See you soon.
She rushes forward and then she's gone. A sharp chill spreads across your body. It starts in your chest, a freezing numbness flowing out from your heart, all the way down your limbs, your mind growing cloudy and confused as it settles over your very soul.
I'm not sure I like this. Can we get a do-over?
I'm afraid it's too late to stop now. The numbness gives way to a stabbing pain, your muscles twitching and convulsing violently, each involuntary movement causing more waves of agony to ripple across your body. You collapse to the floor, and everything goes dark.
Get up. You've still got a job to do.
Your eyes
Is
flick
she
back open
is
as
she
you get
like
your
ordering
bearings,
me
your
around
vision
from inside my
swimming
own body?
So this is what it's like to be you, huh? Disembodied voice narrating your every move?
Oh, that's so cool.
So, it doesn't work like that for you?
Clearly it doesn't, or she wouldn't have commented on it.
All these shards of broken glass on the floor? Are they also supposed to be you?
Hey, I'm not a shard of broken glass, I'm...
Yeah? Go on. Finish the thought. What are
I
you?
can't remember if we saw this last time.
a voice? I'm me is what I am.
Who cares what we are? We exist. That's all that matters.
Do you have to deal with this annoying bickering all the time?
No, it matters. What we are matters. If I'm a shard of broken glass, then that raises some questions about certain other voices in here too.
I'm clearly the same thing you are.
Hopefully they'll all go away once we leave this place. I don't know how you can tolerate all of this noise.
No, I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about him. You don't need to know what I am. You just need to know that I'm different from you. More important.
So you're the one who pulled the strings and made me dead. I can tell you don't belong here. You're barely even there. Like the shape of something left behind. You're more of a memory than a person.
Wow.
That's rude.
You're kind of like me, actually.
I'm just going to ignore her. You push yourself off the ground. The princess is nowhere to be seen.
Obviously she's nowhere to be seen.
Because I'm in here with all of you.
I'm setting the
Maybe
stage.
I cannot remember
The
if we
room
got
is
this bit
empty
last time.
Because you made a spiteful, idiotic...
Oh no, she knows
almost
about John.
foolish decision.
Oh, shut up. Stop trying to manipulate everyone. Or don't, actually. It doesn't really matter. Because you won't be around to do this for much longer.
Okay, so now I slay the princess.
That's an interesting idea.
I hadn't even considered it as an option. Slaying her would slay you. Are you sure you're willing to do that?
Of course we're sure. The decision has already been made.
All right then. Better this than ferrying her out of here.
I think you got her to kill you last time.
Hear that? She's scared. No point wasting more time.
Do it. You lift the blade, then plunge it deep into your guts. Pain spreads quickly through your torso as you attempt to turn its edge up towards your heart. The princess, her spirit bound to your prison of flesh as she had once been bound to the basement's prison of stone, cries out in agony as you slice through organ and muscle.
No!
Your skin roils and bucks as she violently pushes against it from the inside.
John, you're being very mean to this princess. Look, I came in here, I had a mission to do, and I'm doing it, okay?
Who do you think you are, trying to take me out with you? Well, I'll show you. I can do worse than that little knife. It's not you taking me out, it's me taking you out. I'll tear this body to shreds.
Wouldn't that be interesting? I'd like to see you try. But I think this is the end for all of us.
Alyssa Merck, thank you for the subscription, buddy. For the raid. I appreciate it. You feel a violent tear, like the shape that you thought was you was never really a single shape to begin with. Something in space you occupy has decided to leave, and it has brought you with it. You have been stripped away from yourself, or stripped away from something that used to be you, or stripped away from something that used to be important. At the very least, you have been stripped away from something. It always hurts to forget at first, but then you forget the pain.
You were done, you self-destructive murderer!
Oh, dang! The words come from both inside and outside of your head. Before you on the ground is a writhing mess of flesh, of scales and feathers. Is that me? Is that what I look like? This isn't what I wanted to do. Did you mean to take me with you? Can anyone hear me? Is that me? Is
Oh, you're here. Great. Maybe you'll finally get to feel what it's like to be me.
Wait, I'm the princess?
That's you, or what's left of you. What an ugly sight. I'm willing to pretend that you didn't just stab yourself to spite me, but don't think I've forgotten a thing. This is an alliance of convenience.
Gurgling liquid bubbles up from open pockets in the disintegrating mass in front of you. It is trying to speak, but it no longer has the tissue that speech requires.
Wait, maybe this still counts as leaving together. Come on, let's get the hell out of here.
But what about the body? What about me? If you leave the cabin, the world ends. I'm not going to be party anything. Hell no, we're staying right here. Sorry I stabbed us. Okay, I'm gonna considering that we both now are in this together, I'm going to apologize for murdering her.
At least you're paying the price now, but how about we not waste time talking about what...
You are seated in a room that is empty. A chain digs into your wrist, binding one arm to the... No fucking way. It is quiet and you are alone. This is what you deserve. 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 This is what you deserve.
Well, are you still there?
What just happens?
We're back where I started.
Oh my fucking god. We are a voice in the princess's head. You're not just mad at me, are you?
Like I said, we have an alliance of convenience right now. I wouldn't poke too hard at the edges of that.
How are we supposed to get out of here? If we're both here, what's happened to the others? Are we still a ghost? What are you supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen? This isn't what it was like the last time I died. The last time I died, I got a title card. Okay, I want to know what the fuck is going on here. You're different. Your whole mood is different.
Poking at the edges when I specifically told you not to? We're both stuck here, and everything started over. How about we both just try and make the best of it, okay? Besides, there's something about you being in here with me that just feels right. It's hard to stay mad at you like this.
Oh, princess. I killed you, though, and I tried killing you again.
You really want me to be mad at you, don't you? Too bad, I guess. For both of us.
Are we still a ghost? Your gaze turns solid, then translucent, then solid again.
I don't know. It's like we're one and then the other. Make up your mind already, body, will you?
Simp mode activated. God damn it! Just chat. There's a lot going on right now. How are we supposed to get out of here?
Are you seriously?
Chat, is
asking
this
me
new
that?
content or old
I've been
content?
stuck here for as long as you've known me. I don't think the two of us would be here right now if I knew how to leave.
What are we supposed to do? Just wait for something to happen?
Do you have any better ideas?
New. This is new. Cool. If we're both here, then what happened to the others?
There's 4 walls around us and a chain around my wrist. How am I supposed to know about anything that isn't right in front of me? Maybe they're gone. I guess we'll just have to wait and see. And if nobody comes by, well, I guess we'll be waiting a long, long time.
There has to be something for us to do other than wait.
You are...
This isn't what it was like the last time. Last time I died, I got a title card.
That's weird, and isn't how it works for me, but if you want, I guess I can humor you. What do these title cards look like?
Oh no, she's speaking to me directly! The first one I got said the chapter 1, the hero and the princess, and then after that we both died in chapter 2, the Spectre.
Some hero you turned out to be.
Hey, I tried! Har har, get your laughs out. I'm still a hero. I've been trying to save the world. You know, a villain to one person might be a hero to others.
Don't try to make this about shades of gray or whatever. I'm the only other person here with you, and you're the villain in my story.
Oh man!
Chapter 3, The Princess and the Dragon.
Huh.
Well, this is my story, isn't it? Especially if you're here watching it.
The click of the latch and creaking hinges muffled something is here. No fucking way.
I think that's you.
What? Your gaze turns back to your hands. They flicker once again.
You're still a mess. It's like you don't really know what we are.
Are we gonna see us? A thump on the floorboards above, and then another. The scraping of metal against the surface. The flickering in your body stops. You are solid.
So, you took the knife. Of course you did.
Creaking hinges once again, but this time clear, closer. Hello. Hey, listen to me. I'm stuck in the princess's head. You've got to get me out of here. Am I gonna say anything? So, what do I look like?
You really don't know, do you? I guess you'll see soon enough.
Movement on the stairs.
You're always so loud on the way down.
Oh my god. And then the figure emerges, shrouded in a feathered darkness, the world trailing behind it. Its shining blade gleaming against the wooden walls. It stares at you with wild, hollow eyes. What the hell am I?
The dragon, obviously.
Hey, listen to me. I'm stuck in the princess's head. You gotta get me out of here. I feel like this is a narc answer, and I don't want to do it. This is a real call the cops answer, and I would never. What do you want to do?
Let's see. You're missing something important, aren't you?
The head on the figure cocks to the side. It is inquisitive, suspicious, hostile. Its emotions are unreadable.
I know, because I have it right here.
She's talking about me! In her head! Why am I being so quiet? It's because I'm not there. I hate this silence putting me on edge. Am I arguing with myself in there? Has that always happened in real time?
So that's what's going on with all that silent staring. Hey, I'm talking to you.
Oh, you would like to hear what we're thinking, wouldn't you?
Is that the fucking narrator? He raises the blade above his head, dangling it by the handle in front of his eyes.
But I think we hold the power right now.
Oh my god.
But she knows about the Decider being gone. That would be a weird bluff to come up with if it weren't true. Look, I love that you're trying to contribute, but I think we need to take a little sidebar. I don't want to do it. I'm so sorry. This will just be a moment.
Silence as the mind in front of you falls back into itself.
Unbelievable.
We can wait for them to finish. Right, how rude. I think you'll have to make them listen. Try being assertive.
Believe me, I can be assertive.
Oh, I know, princess.
Hey, I'm talking to you?
My apologies. They're really being quite dull in here. I think they want to kill you. At least the new one does. He's very, very passionate about
Who's
it.
the new one?
Well, he can try if he wants, but I'm not so sure you all have it in you. Not without your missing piece.
Nah, but that just makes it 2 birds with 1 stone, doesn't it? How tempting. From what I remember, it's pretty easy to kill you the first time around. And this time you're back to being very... what's the word? Fleshy?
Yikes.
Yes, exactly. That's precisely the word I was looking for. You're fleshy now. No more of that incorporeality. Trust me, I wouldn't be doing this if I didn't think it would be easy.
Sounds like opportunist. I think
Bring
it's
it then.
probably...
But you caught me off guard the first time. It's not going to happen again.
My guess, it's like, it's a new voice unique
Well,
to this route
what can
who's
I
just
say?
very murdery.
I'd back off if I wasn't already overcommitted, so I guess I'll just have to pretend that you're bluffing. Which you maybe, probably are.
Having second thoughts?
Shut up.
You can feel yourself shrink and then grow, vacillating between small and large, weak and powerful, as the thing in front of you attacks, blade raised, wings spreading.
Before anything happens, I just wanted to let you all know that we are not all on board with this. Now, we voted. It was not a majority decision. But we did have a plurality. He shouldn't count. Says who? Says me. He's not one of us.
Huh.
He's been here since the beginning. The old chum really deserves a say. Besides, you'll all thank us when this is finally over and we are officially on top. But enough chatter. Oh, so you finally decided to do something, have you?
Silence for just a moment as cold eyes regard you. And then silence still as soft eyes hesitate. But the hesitation doesn't last, and you feel a sharp sting of cold metal sliding deeper in your chest, but you can feel something else too. Rage flowing from your heart and balling up in a closed fist. You throw them at the thing's face and...
You can feel bone crack as a fist collides with your jaw, and then a thud as you tumble across the room.
She punched me back into my own body?
Disappointment. I'd like to see you. The princess rips the blade from her chest and, fury in her eyes, cuts herself loose from her bindings. Oh, you're different. You're back, just as I intended. I was never cut out for leadership, really.
Then I just have to make this next one count.
As she closes the distance, she raises the blade to strike and... kills us. Well, she stabs you, and it certainly hurts. But the knife doesn't leave your body. As you grab her wrists, she drives the weapon deeper and deeper into your chest. Your knees buckle from the pain, and as she forcefully pushes you to the ground...
You are torn between 2 places. Whoa.
I'm taking you back.
Oh, that's so fucking crazy. We're like seeing each other from both perspectives. You are power and you are weakness. You are hope and you are despair. You are acceptance and you are rejection. You are the canvas and you are the painter. You are the victim and you are the victimizer. You are life and you are death. The hero and the princess and the dragon.
Don't let us die here.
You slammed the door in your own face.
Don't let everything die here. You have to end this.
His words are empty, hollow echoes, the ravings of a ghost.
Please.
But he is already gone. The thread all tie themselves together into a loop that does not end.
Does this mean we're together?
You look at your hands, tattered and stained in memories.
Maybe. Why were we fighting each other?
You started it.
We needed something to do.
We have all
I
merged?
guess we did.
To new beginnings.
Do you feel cold?
Oh my god! The princess got taken from inside our body.
She's gone. Where did she go? Should we try and find her? Is that a...
You approach the mirror.
This doesn't feel right. It feels different. Final. If they think it's bad, I'm with them. Ignore the cowards.
The voices feel small, distant as you approach, gaze into the reflection. You find yourself in a long quiet once again. Oh, jeez.
A growing chorus of contradiction. A mass of tides ebbing and flowing all at once in more directions than my attention can bear to hold.
That's right,
To look
boys.
at any one
Mondo
is to
cool.
shift them all into
Foxy
something
McLoxy,
new,
thank you for the
and to
17-month
look away is
subscription.
to reshape them yet again. All of me is changing, and yet the rest of me is still the same.
How can you stand to be a contradiction? It doesn't matter how many times I go back, at least one of us always hurts the other. Doesn't that change you? Doesn't that make you worse?
It changes me, but it doesn't make me worse.
That's right, boys.
Nor does it make me
Mondo
care for you
cool.
any less.
Meat hands, thanks
Does
for the
it make you
subscription.
worse? Do you resent me?
I just want it all to stop.
It will, in time. But you still have a ways to go before we are done. Know that I hold no malice for you.
Everything you say feels like a riddle. Can you give me a single straight answer?
I'm sorry. Words are difficult for me. They never fully weave what I wish to say. If you do not like my answers, then you need not ask me questions. The vessels you choose to bring me carry far more meaning than anything words could say in the spaces between.
What do you think of this vessel?
This one is perspectives bleeding into one. You know her better than you know yourself. She will make for an empathetic heart. Do not mourn her, for you would not mourn yourself.
You know, at the end of this... You know that at the end of this, once you're finished, I'm going to kill you, right?
If that remains your choice when all is said and done, then you may try. But know that I do not wish you harm, even if you attempt to destroy me.
That's right, boys. Mondo cool.
Mihiri-chan? Sorry if I have that wrong. Thank you for the subscription, friend. Appreciate it. How can you stand to be a contradiction? Contradictions don't exist.
And yet my waters flow and my streets bustle. There are no words that can describe me into non-existence. There is no logic that can bind my multitudes.
That's
I
how
am everything that you have known me to be, but I am also none of it.
That's how I described my job to my dad. How can you stand to be a contradiction?
As easily as you can stand to be you. You are like me, even if you have chosen not to look at the corners of you that do not fit. Even if you have chosen to ignore the brilliant contours of your soul.
I'm ready to go back.
I will be here when it is time for us to meet again.
Everything goes dark and you die. Chapter 1. The Hero and the Princess. Oh
You're
boy.
on a path in the woods, and at the end of that path is a cabin.
Okay, chat. That is gonna do it for today's stream. I thought the DLC was fucking great. I thought it was really, really cool. I think the first one was probably my favorite ending. That was genuinely horrifying. Few little things. So the Dokapon stream will be taking place as per usual Friday. Next Monday's stream will be happening as per usual. It will just be like an hour later or so. But yeah, guys, listen,